That's the only thing I can do right now in my life. I'm just realizing that this is gonna be probably the hardest thing for me ever in my life. So I have to move on from my ex, who was extremely toxic and abusive to me this week. And honestly, I've been catching myself feeling like it's not over. I don't want it to be over. And it's like that's not good. I owe it to a lot of women to not go back to something like that. I owe it to myself to not go something like that. But I absolutely loved him, and there was real love there, but sometimes that's not how it works. Just because you have real love with somebody doesn't mean you stay in a situation like that. Met a new guy, and as much as I think he's like a good guy, I don't want that either. I just right now kind of want to focus on me. And I want to take a lot of these lessons that I learned in all these relationships, and I want to start applying it to myself and my own journey. Guys, I'm actually really concerned for myself. I'm actually very close to giving up. I was already very close to giving up, like on the brink of like just not making it. And then witnessing the man I love be completely taken over in the mind by I just can't. I can't handle life right now. I don't know how to handle life. I'm alone. I saw literal spiritual warfare in a man's mind. I saw true mind control, what I would consider MK Ultra. I saw how from childhood a lot of these men are programmed with abuse tactics of like military grade. Like the shit that I saw in this man that I loved, it was like I was right at ground zero. I was there living with him. I was staying with him. It was like I even see the triggers. I see the way that like phone calls or text messages, these beeps come in and like change his mind, like change his persona, change his personality. It's I don't know what else to say, but MK Ultra, I really definitely feel there's an element of that here. It was complete mind control. And I've never been more sad in my life. I don't want another man. I don't. I'm ending it with the new guy. I'm done. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't care. I want to be alone. I'm done. I don't want anybody in my life. This world is so fucking evil. It took the love of my life away from me. And honestly, Fuck the world. Hope it burns. Hope it burns down to the ground. I don't care about anything anymore. I don't care if the whole fucking matrix glitches out and the whole fucking thing just crumbles, and I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't care about... Not all men are like this, sis. It's a lot of them, but they're not all like this. I know they're not. I know. Just seeing a good man just be completely programmed by abuse and triggers, and you can see, like, because I know about MK Ultra a little bit, not tons, but I know about like what's happened in Hollywood and like what people have done at higher levels, celebrity levels, you know. I just also know that he very much has a handler, and his handler is his mom. And it was so evident to me when I was there. It was like, it's weird. It's like he would just know when she was about to text because they're so entwined, and or call and whatever. And it was like as soon as he would get a phone call or a text, it's like his mind just, it was like something in his mind just, he went into like predator mode. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to word it. It was so weird. Like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. It was the strangest thing. I mean, she's the reason we broke up 3 months ago. Still the same reason. But it's whatever. I loved him, you know? I mean, I loved him. I loved everything about him. But I deserve the best. I'm not gonna date anybody right now, I don't think. My heart. I kind of don't even want to keep going, and I really don't care to anymore. Just kind of done. I don't really even believe in the universe anymore and giving me anything that I want. I don't think I even get things I want. I think the fucking goddamn universe fucking hates me. I don't fucking think I ever get anything I want. I don't get what I want. He's what I wanted. It's what I deliberately tried manifesting for 3 months. I wanted him, I never really got. Anyone hating on me right now, I hope you never go through heartbreak ever. You wouldn't be able to handle it. Fucking unempathic cowards. Go fuck yourself. Really. Fuck you. And the horse you didn't ride in on. Go fuck yourself. Judging people for having vulnerability and expression, and just because they can cry and you can't. Pull your head out of your ass. He's the one I want, and I'm being told I can't have him. So, what do you do? you just move on? Because that's what the fucking 3D tells you. The physical world right in front of your face says you can't have it. And so you say, okay, yeah, because this happened. You're right. It's bad. How could I ever want him again? How could I ever trust him again? How could it ever work again? I'm tired of this physical world and its dumb circumstances making me believe that I can't have something I want. Is your life good with a job? The unknown? You're still a fucking fake. You've got a job and your life is still fucking fake. You can't even write your real name or use your real profile picture. Is your life great? Look at how many people have a 9-to-5, several of them, to be able to pay bills. Are they still fucking happy? Nah, fuck you. Thanks for being here. Don't fucking mess with a witch bitch who had her heart fucking trampled this week. Go fuck yourself. So back to what I was saying, nothing about a 9-to-5. Get the fuck out of my live stream, you judgmental prick. So here's the thing. I witnessed MK Ultra in live time. Like I saw how there is such a mind war going on in these men's head. Like it is really a battle of the mind. A battle of Armageddon, the final battle, the spiritual war, it's all in the mind. It's in the head. It's in the brain. And just witnessing his thoughts be taken over like just so easily. Witnessing someone get in his brain and just like control him. It was so parasitic. It looked and felt like absolute mind control. The way that he saw love as the enemy, it was just obvious to me that it was going to be an uphill battle if I stayed with him. So yeah, I've got this problem where I really, really want this man, but I don't know. I think I have to move on. Just waiting for my heart to catch up with what my head already knows, you know? I'm gonna need to move on. I know I'll find the right one. I know it. I mean, at least I think I know it. The universe really... I don't know if I believe in how the law of assumption works anymore, how the laws work. I don't think I even believe in myself enough to manifest the right one anymore. I love myself enough to step away by a very toxic, karmic person in his life. I just have to believe that the one I'm meant for is vibrationally aligned with me, and they're already where I'm at, and they're not gonna be so connected to like every fucking third party in the world. Like there's not gonna be all these people fucking controlling his mind. I have to believe that there is one out there that doesn't have a million people controlling his goddamn mind. That he can make decisions for himself and choose love willingly. I have to stay faithful to that, I guess. Because if I'm able to do that and keep people out of my mind, then I know a man could do that. Yeah, it's just sad. Mainly just sad how people judge me. People judge me a lot for my lifestyle. But at the end of the day, I really do believe that I'm closer to God than most that would judge. I really do. I really think I'm very close to God. At least I choose love. At least I open my heart and love people. At least I love people unconditionally. At least I try. How many of you judging me can say the same thing? Or how many of you are just bitter and cynical and don't ever love anybody because you got your heart broken one time? Bitch, I got my heart broken like 6 times this week. At least I say I put myself out there. At least I can say when I die, like, I've impacted a lot of people. In a very positive way, in my opinion. People judge. Let them judge. It's going to happen regardless. But yeah, I loved him. And it's just tough for me to now know that he's not going to be in my life anymore. And it's okay. That's okay. Because I know that something better is coming along. I don't know. I mean, I say that like I know, but I guess I just lie to myself and pretend that I know that something better is coming. I don't know. Maybe. I just feel like this is that point where people normally just give up, I think, and they just like, they settle and they stay with somebody that just isn't really good for them. They just feel like they're not going to be worthy of the best, so they just kind of settle with second best, or I know what it is, so. Oh, I'm sick of this. Whenever I meet the one, that person is being controlled by others. It's deeply frustrating. You're very good. Isn't it so sad? Isn't it so sad that we can't just find a guy who's not being controlled by others? Like, what are we doing wrong? It's hard to love and not have them love you back. It's not, that's true, dawn of the day, that's sad. But that's like not even what it is, really. It's not that he didn't love me back. It's that he got punished for loving me back. And I can't stand it. I can't stand seeing it. So... So I'm purposely leaving and I'm gonna stay away. Watching him get tortured for loving you, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see that. Just watching them go through what seems like a psychotic break, just a snap, like the punishment that he faced when his mom found out I was there. He got tortured, like right in front of me, just mentally, I just saw him go off the deep end. The only thing I can imagine is it's like, just like a clicker on the other end of phone, just like click, click, just like making him go deranged, because as soon as she found out that I was there, all hell broke loose. And that's why we left 3 months ago. That's why we split up 3 months ago. His mom absolutely hates me. Can't stand that I'm there. Hates everything about me. Told him I was brainwashing him. I'm the one putting him under mind control. So she found out because he willingly told her, risked it all to tell her, said, I really want her here. I want Jenna here. And she's not, he was like, she's not a mooch. She's going to pay half the rent. She's going to take care of things with me. She's not just here just as a freeloader. And his mom's like, no, I don't even want her here. I don't even want her to pay rent. Did he live with his mom? No, his mom owns the house, but he pays rent. He pays her rent. So, it's like, I don't think he can see clearly that, like, hello, you could take your money anywhere. Hello. But yeah, it was like, once she found out, and this is what I was saying, is it was weird because he told me, I don't think she's going to be that upset with it. If you're paying rent, you're paying half the rent. Like that's even cheaper than Airbnb. I'm literally would be saving money by paying half the rent with him. And he's like, she told me that I can have anybody here if they help with the rent and stuff. Like, yeah, when it's other girls, other girls, it's definitely not gonna work for Jenna. Dude, it's just like, guys, men, grow up. Grow up. These women are not your friends. I don't care how long you've known these women in your life. They're breaking your mind down. You never get to be yourself. You don't get to live a life of freedom. You don't get to be free. They're breaking your spirits. Oh, only the saddest blokes would date me, right? Have a good one, bud. So yeah, it was really weird because at first, when she didn't know, things were going great. As soon as she found out, it was like there was a mental snap, and it was just like absolute World War III. So I just couldn't stand watching him be tortured for me. Couldn't stand it. So I'm just like, okay, you know, if this is what you want, I'm not gonna force love on somebody. Just gonna respect your wishes, I guess. World War III really is here. It's a spiritual war, and it's behind the ears. It's really, it's all in the mind, man. And in these love partnerships, same thing. Same thing. There's a war going on for souls. The devil wants your soul. God wants your soul. You know, it's evident. It's anybody with eyeballs can see that there's a spiritual war on the horizon. Everybody's got their own thing, I guess. You know, some it's like maybe a job, money, independence. Others it's love, health, financial. It's something. It's there's some battle in everybody's life right now. And for me, I just happen to be very public about mine so that I can help other people going through the same thing. There's a lot of spiritual warfare going on in these divine connections. And it was like, I'd never seen a man go like snap that quickly. Like, I mean, the fact that we were intimate even, and then it just like, once she got involved, it became like just World War III. And I was like, wait, what? Why is this changing so fast? And that's what really makes me believe MK Ultra. Like I've read about it, and I think that it's actual mind programming. I think it really does break people down on purpose. I think that that's what they want. You do not have any thoughts for yourself, to feel like love is the enemy. It reminds me of these trolls out here. Who gives a fuck what MK Ultra fucking originated? You fucking, you know what? Actually, just never mind. Let me just delete you. Let me just delete a lot of you right now. Hold on. Just a second. Let me quiet it down in here a little bit. Hi, Jermaine. Thank you for being here. I don't know, man. It's all a mind game. Ain't that the truth, though? About three months, I was having a very spiritual connection with him, and I was trying to manifest him for about 3 months. We were together not that long at all. Once this started, it was over fast. The first time I met him, it was like not even a whole week we were together, and the intensity of the spiritual warfare was just so fucking nuts. Once she found out about me, she told him, if I see her here again, your ass is homeless with her. So 3 months ago, she kicked me out and put me on the streets. And I loved him too much. I didn't want him there too. So just tried to move on with my life. Tried dating other guys. Tried moving on. I hope that my heartbreak right now, I hope that when I feel it and it breaks in two, my heart literally breaks in two, I hope that everyone here feels it. And that if you have been judging me in any way, I hope you literally have to leave because you can't see it. You can't feel this pain because you hate feeling pain in your own life. You run from pain. You run from the shadow of your own heartbreak. I hope that this next phase of my life, which seemed very dark and very abysmal, I hope that it sends away fakes and frauds and people who can't really sustain themselves. They have to, like, the way the pain in my heart feels is so excruciating for myself that it makes people uncomfortable and you have to leave if you have anything in your heart besides love. Like, that's what I hope. I hope that, like, when I'm happier than happy, that vibration makes people run for the hills if you're not aligned with happiness. And in the same way, I hope that my heartbreak that is so bad and it's so visceral and it's so painful that when I feel it and I let my fucking heart feel what it's going through, that it destroys my enemies. And you have to leave because it's so uncomfortable and you can't stand the pain. That's what I hope. No, truly. That's what I hope. I hope at my high highs and my low lows, either way, I'm protected and spiritually guided away from dirtbags. If you can't handle pain, get the fuck out of my live stream. The way that I love this man is just... It was real. That's what we just kept saying the whole time we were back together. It was real. It was real. It was. I wouldn't even be attacked as much as I am if it weren't real. It's just so ironic that she said he could have anybody there, anybody. And then I get there and she's like, anybody but her. He's like, I thought she would have at least accepted you if you paid rent. Yeah. Get away from enemies. Yeah, I agree. We should find another place to live. Oh, good man like me. You want a good woman. I want to find that. I think you're great, Jermaine. I'm done. I give up. I give up. I don't care anymore. Fuck love. Fuck love. The one I wanted. She fucking brainwashed him. It made me into the enemy. I was the enemy. It reminded me of Hunger Games when PETA had his brainwashed by the Capitol. And the only person he hated was Katniss. He didn't find anybody else a threat except her. It just reminds me of that. And that's how it was. He turned on me so fast. As soon as she entered the picture, Hearing her voice triggered him. Hearing her voice just... During MK Ultra. Like, I was like watching someone be brainwashed right in front of my mind, right in front of my eyes. In the mind, he was just being brainwashed. And I was like, this is like serious spiritual shit. Like, this is how everybody on the planet is right now. Their minds are warped. They're not even themselves. They don't even get to think for themselves. They're fucking zombies anymore. They have all these parasitic connections between them and this other person, and it's like, you don't even get to control your own mind. I just came in right where you said you give up. Someone fill me in. I had a really intense breakup this week with the man I love, and it was an ex from the past. I went back to him, and we reestablished that there's definitely something there, and then his mom, who hates my guts, got in the way and fed him lies about me, said I was brainwashing him, and I'm putting him under mind control and all this shit, and it's just like the irony, the fucking irony. The irony of the century. So yeah. He had a mental snap. He just went completely berserk. Pointed a gun at me, pointed a gun at my head, and said, get out, you're mind fucking me. You are fucking my mind up. You are the enemy. You're the enemy, not my mom. You're the enemy, Jenna. Get out. And he just kept saying, get out. At midnight in Arizona in the fucking desert, it was 100 degrees, and I had to go sleep in my car. Nowhere to go, no money. And it was like, he's like, you're the one fucking my mind. I know it. She was right about you. Okay. And I just remember praying while I was there. I was like, archangels, I really need help. I really need you to get me out of this. I called on some powerful bigwigs. I called on some of the powerful angels, you know. And I got out. I didn't even feel fear, really. It wasn't fear. It was more sadness. It was like, there's no way the man I love just turned like that. It was sadness. It was grief. It was despair. It was like the man I love just died right in front of me. That's what it was. It was like that. It was like he just died. In 2 seconds, like he was just never found again. Sometimes you just feel like, what's the point? It doesn't matter. He's the one you wanted and you can't have him, so what's the point? I really, 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 truly believe that witchcraft is a thing. I think that witches... I'm a white witch. I heal. I use witchcraft for healing. And I know that there's a lot of people who know the craft that don't use it for healing. They use it to really, really hurt people and keep them confined to them. And I don't want to do that. I want to let him go. I want him to have the choice. Make his decision. And he did. I don't want to force love on anybody. If you want to choose your mom, do so. You know, I'm going to take myself off the menu. Like, if you want to choose an ex-girlfriend, do so. If you want to choose an ex-wife, do so. If you want to choose work, do so. I'm just going to move on. But I really do deserve better. I do. I deserve a man who's got it all going on up here and he can fucking boot people out of his goddamn mind anytime he wants. In fact, I'd only really ever met one guy like that. One man. I still think about him from time to time. I haven't talked to him in a while. I just remember him being so strong in the mind. He was a cool guy, and he was a psychic. He could astral travel. He and I talked about the galaxy, portals, twin flames, past lives. Like, it was so cool having him in my life, and I just remember feeling how good it felt being around a man who knew how to keep people out of his mind. Like, he would just tell people, stay out of my head. You know, like in his head, he would just say, stay out of my head. Nothing about this is embarrassing. Why are you saying you need to boot him out of your mind? Or what? I don't even know what you said. I think you said, why are you... I don't give a fuck. Whatever it is you said, because I want to. Whatever I fucking want to do, I'll fucking do. I'll do literally anything I want to do. Thank you, WDH. Oh yeah, there it is. Why are you saying he needs to boot people from his mind while you're dwelling in the past with him? He's not in my mind. I'm choosing to talk about him, reminisce. Not that he's in my mind, like controlling my mind. I choose to reminisce because I love memories with him. I love him. I love the goodness in him. I don't like his ego. I like the goodness in him. And I'll talk about whatever the fuck I want to, whatever I goddamn well please on my channel any time of day. It is 6:41 a.m. 22 people, 22 likes. I will talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about on my teeny tiny little corner of the internet whenever I want, however I want, if I want, for as long as I want. And you'll fucking sit there and you'll fucking listen. Or you'll unsubscribe. It is that easy. You can click X and leave at any time. But if I want to talk about my ex, best believe I fucking will. Do you understand? If I want to talk about a new man, best believe I fucking will. If I want to talk about money, best believe I fucking will. If I want to talk about the devil, best believe I fucking will. If I want to talk about Lucifer, best believe I fucking will. I want to talk the Bible, I'll talk about the Bible. I want to talk about your mom, I will fucking do so anytime I goddamn well please. Do you understand? And you're going to sit there, you're going to shut up, and you're going to listen because you have no choice. You can click X and leave, but otherwise, shh, no one's talking to you. Let's keep going. So this guy and I knew him 3 months, and I've been trying to manifest him purposely, consciously for 3 months. And I was praying with someone new. We were praying about what life path I had going forward because I was about to be in a shelter. I didn't know where I was going. And I said, okay, God, like, I really need answers. I don't know where to go next. And literally, as I was praying, before I could even say amen and get done with the prayer, my ex called me and he blew up my phone. He was just like, ring, ring. I mean, and then I declined and I was like, go away, go away. Because, I mean, up to that point, I had figured we were over and whatever. So he blew up my phone a million times. And I'm just like, what? What do you want? And he's like, man, I have this overwhelming urge right now. Look, you have to come over here. I'm like, yeah, well, I don't know what that overwhelming urge is, but no, thank you. And so I hung up, and then he texted me like, Jenna, I want you back. I need you right now. Like, this is not a joke. You need to be here. I can't stand the idea of you being in a shelter. I feel horrible. I love you. I don't want this. I don't want us to end. I was like, dude, what in the hell? Like, is this the universe fucking with me? I was like, I didn't know where I was going to go. I thought I'd have to live in a shelter, and I didn't even know if they'd have beds. Like, I was literally leaving that morning. I was literally leaving in an hour and a half to have to go find a homeless shelter. So I said, okay, well, maybe God, maybe this is it. I mean, you did put him right in front of my face the second I prayed. So I was like, I don't know, maybe. So I called him back and I was like, why? What do you want? I miss you. I think we should talk and see what this is. because we'd been on again, off again for about 3 months. Like he'd called a couple times. I'd say he called like 4 or 5 times total over the last 3 months. But each time it was just like, are you okay? Are you on the streets? Are you, he could not, his mom blocked him from my phone. Like his phone is monitored by his mother. This is the craziest thing, guys. I'm not fucking around. When I say MK Ultra, that's what the fuck I mean. His phone is literally tapped by his mom. His mom monitors his phone, where he goes, who he talks to, everything. And it's just so alarming that this is how a lot of men are right now. And so she told him, block me from his phone. And so he did. He had me blocked for 3 months. So anytime he called, he made the decision, and he risked a lot to call me, about maybe 5 times total over 3 months. He kept risking it to make sure that I was okay, make sure I was safe, hear my voice like for at least 5 minutes, and then he'd hang up and I'd go like a whole month again without hearing from him. And he risked a lot. And then he risked a lot to have me over, because he told me the reason I couldn't have you 3 months ago is because my mom told me that if she ever sees you again with me, I'm on the streets with you too. And I was like, at first I hated him. I was like, what a coward. Like, wow, great job choosing love. Like, you chose your house over love. You loved your home more than you loved me. But then I started to think about it, and I'm like, you know what? I think deep down I knew she threatened him. And I think I just didn't want him. I didn't want him to have to make that decision to live on the streets. He'd already lived on the streets several years. He had already been involved in like gang-related activity, like just a horrible life. And his mom took him off the streets. His mom bought a house and put him in it. All he has to do is pay rent, keep his nose clean, and he's allowed to stay there. It's like, I didn't want to fuck that up. I didn't want to ruin his life. So I let him go. And then after about 2 months of trying to manifest him, I just said, never mind. Maybe it's not working because it's not supposed to, baby. So I started dating other guys, and I did, and I tried to get over him. I did. So when I got there a couple days ago, he was hugging me, and he's like, I want you, I choose you. I might have to leave my mom. I'm gonna leave my mom. I was like, man, that's quite a statement, you know? He's like, I'd rather suffer on the streets with you than suffer in here without you. Either way, he's suffering. I don't know. I tried to get over him. It's not like it's just going back just out of comfortability, or it's not money. It's not any of that. The dude had $19 when I met him. He worked at a fast food restaurant and he rode a goddamn bike to work. It's not fucking money that I want. He has nothing. He has nothing in this world just like I do. It's not money that I want. It's real love that I want. No one could ever say that I want him for the wrong reasons. That's for damn sure. I tried to get over him. I did. I promise I did. Everybody saw me try. I gave it such a good effort. And when I finally just said, okay, I'm just not going to manifest it anymore. It's done, whatever. Boom. New love came into my life. But he said that right at that time, he started feeling like he needed to reach out to me. He needed to be with me. Ironically, the exact same time I let it go, he He was like, for a whole month, I was just chomping at the bit to have you and be with you. And I tried to move on. It's not money I want. It's not his house that I want. Fuck that. It was his beautiful heart that I wanted. His beautiful personality. Love. That's what I wanted. And now I just watched him snap, you know? Thank you so much, Sammy. I just watched him just go from the man I love and saying, like, I'm gonna leave her. I have to leave her, Jenna. It's over. He was like, I swear to God, I wanted to keep you safe. I didn't think I could keep you safe from her. I thought you being homeless, you at least stood a chance. He's like, I thought she would hurt you, and I think she still can. And I just remember telling him, like, you tried to pawn me off on somebody else because you didn't think you were strong enough to protect me. And maybe he's not. Maybe he's not. Maybe I'm not. When I'm around him, maybe I'm not. It's sad, but being away from him, I'm stronger than I am with him, it feels. It's like, once his mom knew about me, all hell broke loose. Once she knew I was there again, that was it. She told him, if I ever find out Jenna's here again, you're homeless with her. I'll kick you on the curb. Your ass will be on the streets again. Do you understand me? He made her block. I don't care anymore. You probably did something wrong, like steal. I didn't steal anything. I didn't do anything wrong. It's kind of presumptuous for you to assume that I would have had to have done anything wrong. The only thing I did was love that man. I loved him unconditionally. That's my only crime. I'd like to believe that a lot of loving beings, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, I like to believe in, like, invisible things. I like to believe that they love too, and that they work for love, and that because I'm innocent, and really that is my only motive, is love. Oh, thank you so much, Michael. Bless you. Bless you. I hope that helps you 1,000-fold. I hope it comes back exactly like that. That's a beautiful love message for somebody. I'm struggling in ways that people can't even understand. Being called the devil when all I wanted was love. And all I wanted was to love him, and for her to brainwash him. Tell him that I'm the enemy, I'm the devil, I'm a thief, I'm not to be trusted, I'm a crook. I'm a manipulator, I'm a narcissist, I'm all these things, and it... Sorry. I'm sorry if that's, maybe I'm supposed to be moving on, but I don't want it. I don't want anything else right now. I already had the one I wanted. So it's gonna be okay. There are gonna be those that hate me and those that love me. There's gonna be lies thrown on my name from a whole bunch of people that'll think I'm a narcissist, that I'm evil, that I'm desperate, that I'm a crook, that I'm a scammer. And there will be others also that love me and think that I'm the real deal and love what I'm about. It'll just be down the middle. I have to be okay with that. Some will hate me and some will love me. At times, pick yourself up and chase dreams and make changes. What I'd really love to know is why so many people think that picking yourself up doesn't look like crying like this. Healing your heart by feeling your heart. I think so many people think that it means just get back up in your hustle and grind, go hard at it. That may be how you pick up and move on. That's not how I do it. I do it by feeling what I'm feeling and then acknowledging that my heart is beautiful and that I loved someone. And then I move on. I honor that connection. I honor what we had, and then I move on. And I'm scared with him. I can't. I'm scared, kind of. I'm scared that I kind of can't move on from him, you know? Society does a really horrible job at convincing us that we need to go 100 miles a minute, just grind and be so badass and hardcore and just go, go, go and move on from them and, you know, have your glow up and just, and I know that's a good thing, you know, normally, but not when your heart is involved. Like, I loved him. That man's love for me saved my soul, and I know that. 3 months ago, when I met him, he saved my life. He saved my soul. I really believe that he helped me find God 3 months ago, and I don't want to give up on him. I just don't. I don't encourage abuse. I would never condone that kind of behavior. I will stay my ass way the fuck over here. Way far away from abuse. I don't deserve it. I'm a goddess. I do not deserve abuse. I deserve to be treated like a princess, and if one man can't do it, another will, and I know it, but I don't want another man. I really, truly love him. But I will not stand for abuse. I don't care if I'm waiting 100 years. I will have unconditional love, and it will be what I want, how I want it. I will never be able to go back unless there's zero karmic interference from his mother. I actually heard him on the phone with her, though. I was there for a couple of days, and I heard him on the phone. She called, and she was like interrogating him with a million questions about just such a tyrant. She's such a tyrant in his life, just a bully. And I heard him yell at her. He's like, leave me alone. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'll take care of it. And then she just kept pressing him, and he was like, I just said, I will take care of it. Leave me alone. And he hung up on her. And he's like, I hate her. I hate her, Jenna. And he said that he let me go 3 months ago because he didn't think that he could protect me from her, and he was right. Couldn't even protect himself from her. So he thought me being on the streets was somehow better. He's like, I can't protect you on the streets, and I can't protect you here. You should just be with somebody else. I'm telling you, it's witchcraft. I'm fucking telling you. Like, spells and shit. Like, people brainwashing these men. Like, I see it for what it is, you know? I am a goddess. Didn't make it work. Hi, Todd. Why are you guys being so mean? Hi, Kylie. Stop bullying. Yeah, right. You have not found God, or you'd be seeking his validation, not man's. I don't seek man's validation. If I sought man's validation, I would give a lot more of a shit about hateful rhetoric in my chat that thousands of comments a day. I care about me and my husband are good. That's not all men, anyway. That's not all men. From what I know now, be there, support, let them learn and vent too. Just remember to always try your best no matter how many doors are closed. Thanks, Michael. Aw, there's a woodpecker. Why is he climbing down the tree like that? He's hopping down the tree. It's funny. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just saw two sides of him in such a short period of time. I saw the part of him that's like, I'm leaving her. I need to. I know I need to. If we suffer together, we suffer together, Jenna. He was like, if our next phase is struggle, I guess we struggle together. And I was like, dude, I've been struggling without you all this time. I could struggle with you gladly. You know, that's what love is sometimes. Love, sometimes you go through the struggle together, you know? It's not always peachy keen, rainbows and unicorn farts all the time. From internet trolls to the universe shitting on me. To men that just like walk out of my life so quickly. Like, I just deserve so much better. Thank God I know God, you know? Thank God I know God. Because the hatred that people receive online, it chews some people up and spits them out. Thankfully, I know myself. I know who I am. I'm a beautiful girl. I'm a beautiful woman. I'm a beautiful person, inside and out. I'm absolutely flawless. Desired, desirable, wanted, chosen, sacred, divine, perfect, flawless, 100% worthy of the best things in life. Yeah, so in case you don't know about me, trolls, you must not know. You must have been here 20 seconds. Let me teach you a little thing about me. I am a god. You are a god. The difference between me and you is I know I'm a god. And you instead give your power over to something else entirely, whether it be a book, a pastor, some sort of priest, bishop, something. Your mom, your dad, your government, a politician, whatever, money. Doesn't matter. You will give your power up to something. You already have. The difference between me and you is not that we're not both God. We are. We're both God. I just choose to accept it. And you're too scared to accept it. You don't want to have that kind of power in your life. You don't want to boldly tell people like, oh no, I'm God of my reality. And anything I want, I get. Because you're afraid of what outside judgment is. So the irony is a lot of you saying you care so much about outside validation. It's funny. I think that you do. I think you're seeking outside validation. And if I were to ask you to go up to somebody today and be like, you know what? No, I want to do this because I want to do this. If you think that you'll get punished for choosing you, choosing what you want, you're really not free at all. So for you to be hating on me is quite the irony, huh? Claiming that my life is shit. I think your life is shit. You have to go get permission from mommy and daddy to do something. You have to go get permission from your boss to take a day off. Your life is actually pathetic and sad. And here I am, pennies to my name, homeless. All I own is a car, some clothes, and a couple duffel bags, and I'm happier than you are. So the real sadness here is not me. It's that I'm actually finding love, unconditional love, even at rock bottom. Whether it be from a few people on the internet, myself, God, a man, it doesn't matter. I will be finding love, and it triggers a lot of people. They're not exactly thrilled about it. Who gives a fuck? I'm not exactly thrilled about you being here either. Why don't you just leave? So, yeah. I'm in it to win it for love, man. I'm not here for money. I'm not here for money. I would literally not be with him if I were here for money. When I first met him, he had $19 to his name, and he rode a bicycle to his fast food job. Not already divorced, and he had plenty of money. A never-ending supply. We had the life of luxury. If I wanted to marry for money, I'd have stayed married. If it's not money, what is it then? It's not a man's power I want. I have my own. What could it be? Capable of thinking thoughts for yourself. That when your mommy tells you not to do something, you can tell her to fuck right off. This is my life. You have your life. Go live your life how you want to live your life. Let me live my life how I want to live my life. Same with your pastor. If your pastor tells you you're not allowed to be a witch, look him dead in the eye and say, wow. I want you to be so free. So free in your mind that you remember your God. And you can have whatever you want. Right now I want heartbreak. Right now I want to reminisce. Right now I want the sadness. I want to feel the goodness of sadness right now. Most run away from it. Most are so afraid of sadness and anger. Those are like the two emotions we can never express as humans. If you express your sadness and you cry, people either think you're faking it, trying to do it for attention, or that you're a sissy and a big wimp and they make fun of you for it. So it's like, you got that going for you if you try to cry. And then if you're angry, you're either a narcissist, deranged, a threat to homeland security, or you're just triggered, bro. So you can't express anger and you can't express sadness. So those are the two things today I want to express the most of, because why the fuck not? You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm sad, and I don't mind being sad. A lot of people don't like being sad. Good, get the fuck out of my live stream. Don't be here. Don't show up ever again. It's that easy. You don't have to be here. No one's holding a gun to your head. This is the most anti-cult cult you'll ever be in, where we don't actually force people to stay. You're allowed to leave and click the white X anytime and click off. Anytime you want. Unsubscribe, my love. So I will be sad today if I fucking want to be. I'll talk about my ex-boyfriend if I want to. I'll talk about a new boyfriend if I want to. I'll talk about money. I'll talk about Jesus. I'll talk about Lucifer. I'll talk about the devil. I'll talk about healing. I'll talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. It's my channel. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. It's my voice, my channel, my platform, my viewers. I'll talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. And today I want to be sad. Today I want to talk about how the love of my life got brainwashed right in front of my face. And I wanted him so bad, but I want love. And if someone is broken in the mind and they can't fight for love, then what are you going to do? You have to leave. You can't force somebody to love you. That's not love. That's not love. That's codependency. That's black magic. That's not love. Don't force love on someone, you know? I figure, like, if I'm ever an option for somebody, I'll just take myself off the menu, you know? Like, if it's between me and her, please choose her, honestly. Like, let me just back out. But just going back to his house and hearing him say, like, for 3 months he's missed me so much, and it was real love, and we both know it, and he wants to leave her. He wants to leave his mom because he knows she's toxic as fuck. And the way that he just doesn't respect her at all, like, I'm just like, man, grow the fuck up. Grow a pair. Grow a pair. Shit or get off the pot, man. Decide or don't. Like, grow up. Men all across the planet. Oh, I don't want her. I hate her. I want to leave. Grow the fuck up. Get a fucking spine about you, would you? Thank you. Thank you. Signed, pissed women everywhere. Oh, I don't want it. I don't want it. Well, do something about it then. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. So he's definitely being brainwashed, and it's like, it's whatever. It's like, when that's not happening, cool. Let me know one day. Oh, thank you again, Michael. Right now I want heartbreak. Right now I want sadness, anger. You're good, love. Today you want to be sad. Be sad. Grow. Simple enough. Thank you, Michael. What a beautiful soul. I thank you so much for the donations, my love. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you that a man finally allows a woman to cry. You know, and I know that it's hard across the whole planet for men to cry. Oh, I know. You guys got it so bad. You really do. Because, like, when abusive women in their past would be like, my God, grow up. Be a man. Stop crying. You seem so, like, you're such a pansy. Like, grow up, you know? What a woman. Oh, God. That pisses me off so bad that, like, you have no idea what I want to do to abusive women like that. Like, really. It's just, I want to boomerang all that shit right back to her and make her go to hell where she came from, to be honest. I already hate that for men. But then think about how women feel, though. Women, it's technically more allowed to cry, but yet we're not even allowed to. Literally, how many times have I been told in this live stream, shut up, nobody wants to hear you, nobody asked. The fuck you doing here, bro? Why are you here on my channel? Like, yeah, men do have it bad. They're never allowed to cry and heal and purge. But dude, women have it bad too, and that we're not even allowed to cry, and we're the emotional ones. We're not allowed to do it either. Society just doesn't want anybody to heal. The Matrix itself doesn't want us to heal. Fuck the Matrix. I'll heal, bitch, if I want to. I'll oppose every single thing that is in my face telling me I'm not allowed to be myself. I'm not allowed to be angry. I'm not allowed to cry. I'm not allowed to want my ex back, even though he was not good to me. He was good to me in a lot of ways. He was good to me. But in the last day we were together, the last hour we were together, it was not good. He just snapped. Turned into a totally different person. It was so weird. It was literally watching Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde have a bipolar attack. It was very strange. And it's just, society doesn't allow women to heal, really. You know? Hey, Chris, I'd really shut the fuck up if I were you. Actually, let me make you shut the fuck up. Let's do that. Same with you. Out you go. Why don't you all shut the fuck up? Let's actually... This isn't the 60s. Oh, I listen wholeheartedly. We vent too, but it's so unfortunately rare. Oh, Michael, she's so blessed to have you and vice versa. Why don't you guys go start a new account, try to find me again, come back and try it again, and I'll delete your ass again, all right? Go start a new one, come back in 5 minutes, all right? Try it again. People that love Jesus don't act the way you do. I highly doubt that man loves Jesus, honey. I don't know when he ever said that. Thank you so much. That's really sweet, Mr. Gonzalez. Thank you. Don't let people control your emotions. I'm not letting people control my emotions. F them folks, sis. Express yourself. Hey, Nicole. Thanks for being here. Thank you, girl. Oh, honey, I'll continue doing it. I'm just silencing some people right now. Those people will be hella judged, Michael. Don't worry about it. Didn't know you were the judges for Judgment Day. Oh, they're not. Oh, honey, they're not judges for Judges Day. Righteous, upstanding, holy ones, the chosen ones, 144,000, the earth angels, they are the ones judging on Judgment Day. Trust me. The whole world belongs to her. True that. True that, Rakesh. You need help. You don't seem happy, hun. Okay. I am a miserable God. Oh, Rakesh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm a miserable God. At least you know you're a God, though. At least you know you're a God. That's half the battle right there. As much as you're miserable, you probably won't be tomorrow. If you can vent, transmute it, realize that you created the shitstorm that you've been in so far. You can also recreate it. You can recreate your whole story. You can change all of it. And that's what I'm going to do. I am going to change all of it. If I want this man, like I claim I do, I'll change it in a heartbeat if I want. Hi, Thunder Bay. Ye are gods. There it is, prophetess. There it is. Goddess. Let that beauty be noticed. Thanks, Michael. Thank you, thank you. That I overthink it, just always cut in deep, that I would understand if she moved on. Trolls by. Exactly. Jesus Christ doesn't judge. Exactly. Thank you, Willows. I appreciate that. Thank you, my love. May I ask how old your ex is? Yes, this is the 18-year-old. Mm-hmm. Yeah. People definitely had their qualms about it. Yeah. I met him totally when he was legal. I was never with him before he was 18, ever. He's always been legal here in the States when I met him, just to let you know. But yeah, that's always been like a huge thing, because I'm 35 and he's 18, and it was like girl, we already went through that shit. We already went through that one. That hurdle was the first hurdle. The mom thing, that was the secondary hurdle. Money thing, that's a third hurdle. It was so crazy. So fucking crazy. I literally went back to his place of, I didn't go to his place of employment. I went back to his place. I went back to his house, and he lost his employment that day. He literally got fired that day. some guy stole something off of him at work, and he went to go get it back. And the guy's like, nah, work for it. And he got really angry, and he spit on the ground right in front of it and told him to fuck off. And the store manager like fired him, canned him. The day I get there, I was like, dude, sometimes you guys going about it all the wrong way. So he like spit on the ground and said, fuck you, as loud as can be, I guess. I don't think they love. He was just not too happy that some punk ass stole from him. So he was like, whatever, I'm gonna find something else, not a big deal. And I was like, oh my God, whatever. Like, you need to get it right. Like, things are going wrong in your life because you need to get right. And it's the same with me. It's like, what is God wanting of me right now? What is the Holy Spirit shaking up my life to do? You know? Who am I supposed to be? Am I supposed to be with him? Why? Why or why not? I really need to know. And the fact that I was praying when he called me, it was weird. I mean, here this guy is, I'm trying to manifest him for 3 months, barely talks to me, on again, off again, just, hey, how you doing? Gotta go, bye, hi, bye, just hangs up on me in these calls. And it's like, all of a sudden, I'm literally praying, God, show me some guidance. I'm praying with a friend of mine, and I'm like, please, show me where I'm supposed to go. And the next thing I know, boom, before I even say amen, he's blowing up my phone, texting me a million times. I have this overwhelming urge, like, I have got to protect you. I have got to help you. Like, you have got to come here today. Come here now. And I'm like, dude, he didn't even know I was 1.5 hours away from checkout at my Airbnb, and I had to go live in a shelter. He had no idea of that. No clue. So for him to just, when he called and texted and everything, I was like, wow, what is this, God? Like, is this my next step? Like, do I have to do this? Because I was actually kind of excited. I actually really wanted to be there with him. I remember on the way driving over to the next city where he lives, I just remember being like so excited. And he called me. He's like, so I'm making you breakfast. You know, are you hungry? And then I was like, yeah, are we going to talk? Oh, yeah. We have a lot to talk about, Jenna. We need to talk about what this is going to be, what we're going to do, how we're going to help each other, how it's not just going to be one-sided. We're going to help each other. And it was just like, I don't know. It was like I needed to see it. I needed to go back, and I needed to see what was wrong in the first place. You know, why it didn't work in the first place. And sadly, men, a lot of you across the planet, like, you guys have given your power away. You're so scared. You're scared to fight for love. What are you scared of? Being homeless? That's what he said. He's like, my mom threatened me. She told me, if I ever have you over again, my ass is grass. She will literally kick me out on the curb with you. We'll be together homeless. And I was like, wow. So you chose a house over love with me. He's like, yeah, I guess I did. Yeah. All I know is the love is real. It is there. But I don't stand for just wishy-washy. I'm not about it. Like, I'm not about bipolar love. Like, you either fucking love me or you don't. You either fucking stand up like a man or you don't. I'm over it. I'm over that. Some of you people who comment are ridiculous. Benjamin, you see how evil people are now. Thank you so much, Isabella. What religion are you? I don't have a religion, actually. You can just make sure you test the cold pool with your toe first. Yeah, if it's still cold, you got this, but protect yourself first. Exactly. Right. You deserve so much better. Isabella, I deserve the very best. You're right. His mom might be trying to protect him and not really understand your relationship with each other. True. That's very true. It could be. You know, we live in a dream simulation. Yes. Beta, try again. Don't you ever, on my stream, ever, hear me, pull the cotton balls out of here. Take it out for a second. Do not ever again did I meet him when he was already 18. I literally fucking said that in English with my words just now. So go fuck yourself with the bullshit that you just spewed on my channel trying to convince people that I met him before he was 18. Go fuck yourself with that lie of the devil. Thank you, honey. What religion are you? I don't practice a religion. You're so beautiful. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. He is 18. His mom is protecting him. Sure, she has every right. And he has every right to choose love. He can do whatever he wants. He's fucking 18 years old. I hope everyone grows, understand love is a title. There are so many topics. Thank you, thank you. You sweetheart. I really love you, Michael. Have a great day at work. May you be blessed infinitely for helping me. The body is a biological program. The spirit is our higher self. The soul is connected to the spirit. It's stuck in the 4D. It's projecting what is happening in the 3D. Maybe. Could be. But yeah, I'm ready for whatever God throws my way, whatever love comes my way. I'm ready for a new adventure in life. I'm ready for God to bless me infinitely. God always does. Every day I always receive a blessing of some sort. You can't receive as much hatred as I do on a daily basis and not get blessed also for it. You can't only take on the curses. No human being could sustain that. No human or soul could sustain only curses. So there's a lot of good things about to happen in my life. God's going to provide for me, take care of me. And I'll just be with whomever God wants me to be with. Yes, he's 18. Exactly. 18. 18 years old. Correct. And I'm 35. So what's that? Yeah, I'm almost double his age. That's right. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that cool? Yeah. Most people say I'm a cougar, like I hunted him. I didn't hunt him. He just showed up in my life. So, yeah, I love it. He pays taxes, can buy cigarettes, can gamble. He's a legal U.S. citizen, an adult male who pays taxes. Gotta love it. Yeah, so I was dating an adult, but we broke up this week. So I'm just going to be doing whatever I want going forward. Like, if I want to cry, I'll cry. If I want to scream, I'll scream. If I want to laugh, I'll laugh. If I want to date somebody else, I'll date somebody else. If I want to go back to him, I'll go back to him. It will literally be whatever I want because I'm God of my reality. And that's what's so cool about knowing that you are God. I am the most high. I'm the most high God of my reality. You're the most high God of your reality. So don't get it twisted. What makes me the most cult leader that's ever existed is that I don't claim to be the only God. I claim to be God, but I also say that you're God too. So I am the most high God of my reality, meaning others' opinions, wants, desires, goals, ambitions for my life, it doesn't matter. It's always a moot point because it doesn't matter what others want. It matters what I want. All I have to do is stay firm and focused on the end result of getting what it is I want. So right now, I'm going to ignore the 3D reality, and I'm going to, if I want this man in my life, I will manifest him back in my life. If I don't, I'll move on. It'll be that easy. So I guess it really depends if I'm in love with him or not. If I think he's the one or not. If we had more good times than bad times. It's all about what I want. I am God. So what I say goes. Not what some external God or dude in the sky with a white beard says. It's all about me, myself, and I, and my reality. And I will do whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want, with whomever I want, as long as I want. That's the cool thing about having true liberation and true freedom of the mind, is it no longer matters what other people say about you. What do you say about you? He's 18, correct. Hi, Bill, how you doing? Hello. Many times. Let him hit that many times. Thank you so much for being here, Hajil. Hello. I have a crush on a 53-year-old. Get it. All right. Cool. Love that. I'm 33, but love a 53-year-old. Love's love. Ooh, that's crazy. I kind of like that simulation interactive network, AKA Matrix. Oh, she, yeah, nah, he is amazing. I love the guy. If I want him back in my life, he'll be in my life. If I don't, he won't. So, hi, Bill. Yeah, it's like, if you don't pay my bills and you don't live with me, you don't live with me or sleep in my bed, you have zero opinion that matters. You don't get to determine who I love. You don't get to determine who I'm with. The U.S. government can, if he were illegal and not an actual adult. You don't get to determine that. The U.S. government says it's fine. I certainly say it's fine. If the Holy Spirit says it's fine, it's fine. Now, because it wasn't fine, because I was being neglected and taken advantage of, no, that's a no-go from me, and that's not gonna fucking work. I'm gonna take my beautiful, gorgeous, sexy ass, I'm gonna take it back to the Airbnb I was at, I'm gonna get it right, I'm gonna meditate, I'm gonna drink some clean water, get some sleep, and I'm gonna manifest the higher version of him that I want, if that is what I want. Thankfully, I don't give a shit if other people want that for me or not. It's not up to you. You don't like it? Great. Don't like it? Unsubscribe. Please do. I'd love that for you. It'd be so good for your soul. It'd be good for your soul to not do something that you don't want to do. You don't like me? Unsubscribe. Oh, she a freak. Right. How'd you know? How'd you guess? I ain't mad at you. Anyway, yeah, I just really don't think that people should be determining your love life. The person who said, I'm 33 and I love a 53-year-old, like, okay, get it. That's love. Go be with your love. Like, go be with your fucking soulmate. Go get it. I don't understand the problem. Two legal, consenting adults loving each other. Okay, great. I'm so team love, man. I think anybody should choose what you want to choose in love. Like, if it's not hurting someone else, like cheating or something, if it's cheating, grow a pair of balls, break up with your current partner, and then go be with your new one. You know what I mean? But yeah, other than that, I'm all about love. I just don't hurt people with it. Love would never hurt anybody. The ego hurts people. How do you know if we aren't soulmates? I don't know that. Because he's 18, he's probably not on your level of commitment or seriousness. True. That could be absolutely true, Bill. And this is where it really, for me, the difference between me and most people is I believe that the consciousness, once you've gone through ego death, the higher self, your higher consciousness, is all that you embody. Your higher self is all that you embody. And only after ego death, though. Until then, your ego is what makes it very hot and cold, back and forth, wishy-washy, like bipolar kind of thing. Like, you love, but then the next day you want to throw it away. And that's very much because you're still living in ego. But once the ego is dissolved, your higher self is really all that ever lives through you. You live for Christ. You are Christ. You are Christed. And then that higher self is pure unconditional love. That higher self is very much all about commitment and all about me. So the hard part is just pulling your energy back and knowing that that ego death will only come when you leave their life. Most of the time, it doesn't happen when you're 2 feet in front of their face. In fact, sometimes it takes losing you to go through something like that. So the awakening will only probably even occur if I'm out of his life. So, but yeah, for him to even admit to me a couple days ago, he was like, I'm going to lose my mom. I need to leave my mom. If we struggle together, Jenna. Like, I really need to leave her. He was like, I hate her. She's starting to, like, I resent her. It's bad. She controls my every thought, my every move, my everything. Like, she literally monitors his phone. Oh my God. I see him like an adult. She still sees him as a kid. A lot of you see him as a kid. I see him as an adult. That's the difference here. He's old enough to be drafted in the military, smoke cigarettes, gamble, take on debt, pay taxes, support this country, but yet nobody sees him as an adult. Honey, something wrong with that. Something wrong with that. There's something wrong with that if you've got an issue with me loving a fully grown adult male, okay, at 18 years old. You can make him do everything else for you in this country, but you're not allowing him to love somebody? Oh my God, grow the fuck up. Really, just grow up. So yeah, I'm not sure what I have coming for me in love, and I don't really give a fuck. I am going to just keep going to God. I'm going to meditate, and I'm going to heal. I'm going to drink more water. I'm going to sleep, because God put money in my bank to be able to afford this Airbnb for a couple days. So I'm going to sleep more, rest, go to God, let the divine talk to me, let God guide my steps, and then whatever happens, happens. He is still young. So that was the entire point that I just made. Yeah, he's young. Mom says no way. Who gives a fuck what mom says? Mom is not God in my reality. Mom is not going to ever have a say in my life. If I want him, I will have him. Period. I will manifest this man into my life, the highest version of him and the highest version of myself. Period. That's it. End of story. That really is that easy. I don't care how many people don't like it. A lot of people won't like it. There'll be millions that don't like my relationship. If I were to make this official with him, there'll be a lot of people that don't like it. It's okay. I'll sleep well at night. It doesn't matter. He is still a child. When are you guys going to stop treating 18-year-olds like men then? When are you going to sign a petition and a ballot so that men don't have to go off to war at 18 years old in the United States? So they don't have to be instantly drafted into the military to die for you? Could you please tell me then why you treat 18-year-olds like men when you want them, but then boys when you don't? If the U.S. government sees him as an adult, I certainly will. God certainly will. If God wants this union to take place, best fucking believe it'll happen. Do you understand me? If I want this to take place, it will happen. He's 18. I'm 35. That's it. End of story. Any other questions? He's an Aquarius. I'm Aries. Any other questions? Didn't think so. I don't give a fuck. Shut the fuck up. Nobody asked you. If I wanted your opinion on my love life, I'd come to your channel, but you don't have one, do you? I didn't ask for your unsolicited advice. So, he's 18. I'm 35. It's quite the age gap. I don't care how many people oppose it. Lots of people oppose love. Double standards. Yeah, the double standard here is insane. How would you feel if it was an 18-year-old girl with a 35-year-old guy? Oh, I don't know. Personally, me? Like, that shit happens all the time. It's just not as likely to see it in this instance. A woman that is older and a man that is younger. So it happens. That actually does happen quite often. Older men get with younger girls all the time. Normally, though, it just so happens in that instance, those men are rich normally, typically. And I'm not rich, so. So yeah, I mean, I know that a lot of people don't like it. Hi, Carly. How are you, sweetheart? You like what you like. Right. Are you happy? There's going to be some drama with his parents. Honey, the drama already started. There's not only drama with his parents, there's drama in the ethers. There's dramas in the fucking hells and heavens. There's drama all across the planet. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop choosing love. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop. Whatever I want, I'll get. Period. End of story. There will be no apologies. If I want him in my life, he will be in my life. I just haven't decided full on if I want him yet. Do I want the drama? Like, do I want everyone and their uncle coming up against us because of our age gap? You know? Do I want the war that is already taking place because his family is not approving of me being spiritual? Do I want that? Like, can it really be fought for? You know? I don't know. If it's real, I suppose it could come back. And that's how you would know, right? If it doesn't, it doesn't. You will not get everything you want in life. True. That's very true. The hell with everybody else. Exactly, Jeffrey. Damn everybody else. Exactly. Are you happy? Yeah, he does make me happy. Once his mom found out that I was there, though, he turned to a completely different person. He was like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. He just snapped. I saw him just like go off the deep end. It was so abusive. It was so narcissistic. It was militant. He resembled a Nazi. Like, it was so crazy to me. In 1 hour, how he just snapped once she came into the picture and once she knew that I was there. It was over. It was like he just turned into a totally different person. And I was kicked out. He made me homeless. He said, get out, get out. You can't be here. She's right about you. You're brainwashing me. You're controlling my mind. Get out. I don't trust you. I was crying. I was like, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't let me go. Like, it was midnight. I had nowhere to go, no money. There wasn't a shelter that would take me at midnight. And so I knew I was going to be sleeping in my car. And it was still 100 degrees outside. I was afraid of literal heat stroke. And I was like, don't do this. Don't do this. He's like, no, you need to get out. You need to get out now. She's right. You're the devil. You're the devil. You need to get out of here right now. And I was like, I'll never forgive you for this. And you'll never forgive yourself for this either. I said, you don't choose love, you choose fear. That's it. I'm out. But yeah, there's a lot of people that probably will not like us together. It's okay. Right. No, I know. I can see that. I absolutely can see that 18-year-old guys do not think developmentally the way that older people think. May I ask, how do you find him intellectually? There wasn't a lot of intellectual conversation that we had over the two to 3 days I was there. It wasn't really anything like, we mainly talked about the future of our relationship and what, like, our feelings. We had more emotional conversations than we do intellectual conversations. So he's just too stressed out about everything right now. We didn't even get to really talk about any intellectually stimulating conversations. We talked about emotions. We talked about what we want going forward for our relationship and how we both want leadership and we want to help people know and trust God, and which is love. Love is God and God is love. So we both want to help people love and teach them about it. But it's like, man, how do you teach it when you just got pummeled by it? How do you teach it when you're this close to stopping believing in it? How do you give anybody hope when you feel this fucking hopeless, you know? I just feel so discouraged. It'll go away. It'll be fine. What do you believe in? I believe that we are God. I believe that we are gods. He might not be ready at that age because he listens to his mom. True, Todd, yeah. Well, if you're happy together, then try to work things. Oh, if you're happy together, then try to work things out. Maybe. Why would his mom call you the devil? Did he explain, or is it the age gap? No, no. He legit thinks I control his mind. His mom has convinced him that I'm brainwashing him, controlling his mind. Yeah, especially because I'm a manifestation coach. So I teach manifestation. So I teach people how to use their mind to get what they want. And so naturally, it's associated with witchcraft. But I do not think manifestation and witchcraft are the same thing. I think you've actually been manifesting your entire life. Every time you have a thought and you speak it out loud, that's manifestation, you know? But yeah, he was like, my mom told me that you're brainwashing me, you're changing my mind and all this. And I was like, well, I do imagine you romantic. I see in my mind, I say, he's so in love with me. I love him. He wants me. I want him. We're happy together. I say these things and then it happens. I was like, if I say things like, he's so amazing to me, he's so sweet, he wasn't so, and he never calls me. Nobody really control anybody? Yeah, that's what happened. He was like, I can't trust you anymore. I think you're brainwashing me. My mom says you're literally brainwashing my mind, and you're controlling my mind, and I don't want you here. Get out. So yeah, he kicked me out because his mom had convinced him I was controlling his mind. Yeah, but see, so I teach manifestation, and I teach that it's not really mind control. It's that you're choosing a version of reality that already exists. There's a version where you guys are already love, where there's already romance. If you see it in your imagination, like for instance, say you see you two laying together in bed, but like you're not together right now. There is a version of reality where you two are already together laying in bed happily. So what I teach in my teachings is that all you have to do is visualize the end result that you want, but in the way that it does change someone, because what it does is it sends their consciousness from the reality that it used to be in, and it changes their conscious mind to the version that you do want. So they have to go through a lot of upheavals. They have to go through like a lot of cataclysmic shit in their life to be able to get to that version of themselves. So it looks like job loss and friends loss, and they break up with people or they get a divorce or something like that. And this is where a lot of people want to blame you, the witch, for it. But whatever, like, hey, I can't help it. I have an imagination, and I just like to see this guy happy, and you like to see him miserable. Shit, I don't care. Like, that's your thing. In your reality, you can see him as miserable as you fucking want. In my reality, I see him happy and in love with me. That's it. Facts. Sorry you have no home. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for the sweet. Hi, Abby. What's going on, girl? I'm just talking about the ex that I still really very much love him. And I'm telling everybody the age gap here. He's 18 and I'm 35. That was a whopper. That one was fun. But yeah. And the reason that he went on that snap, like 1 hour before I left, he just went like completely berserk. Once his mom knew that I was staying there, yeah, well, all hell broke loose, yeah. And that was it. So, yeah, I haven't seen from him, I haven't heard him. So, it's weird. And I now definitely do believe in spells and witchcraft and shit like that. How people try to energetically cling on to people for the wrong reasons, not for love, but for greed, for control. And you really just have to look at the motive. That is really what it is. You have to look at the motives. I think going forward, you're just going to know people by their fruits. You're going to know them by their fruits, right? It's like, I'm definitely not in it for money. The dude had $19 to his name when I met him. Lost his job the day I got back to his house. Literally lost his job that day. So it was not money I was after, okay? So A lot of people here are like, well, you're a groomer, you're a pedophile, you're a whatever, whatever. So they think it's like youthfulness that I'm after or something like that. Bitch, I'm youthful on my own. I don't need a man for that. D is very easy for me to find, so it's not dick that I'm looking for. So what is it then? It's unconditional love. That's what I have been looking for. I literally divorced in 2019 so I could find unconditional love. I left my very rich husband to go live in a car and live in poverty with 10 cents to my name, living in an Airbnb as a gypsy, because I wanted love that fucking much. I wanted self-love and I wanted to know the love of God. So get it right before you start accusing me of any wrongdoing. I absolutely want love. That's all I want. And me and this man have that until Cruella de Vil showed up, Wicked Witch of the West. Once she showed up, then all hell broke loose and it was like a big thing. She told him, if I ever see Jenna here again, if I ever find out she comes over, your ass is homeless too. She said she's making her own son homeless if he loves me. After she knew he was in gangs when he was younger, like in Mexico, like real fucking gangs in Mexico. She told him, if you choose Jenna, your ass will be homeless with her. I can't blame him for not choosing me. Doesn't want to go back to that life. I don't want him to go back to that life either. How could your own mom hate your choices that much? She monitors his phone, calls him so many times a day, make sure that he can't go anywhere. She tracks his phone, she tracks it, she tracks his calls. She told him in the 3 months we weren't talking, delete her from your number. So once in a while he would call me every few weeks just to check on me. And he would just go every few weeks and say, like, are you okay? Do you have a place? On the street, are you safe? And then he would just hang up. And it took a lot. Like, he risked a lot in having me come back. And then he risked a lot in telling her. He told her. And then she said, are you kidding? The woman's putting devil magic in your head. She's literally telling you lies of the devil and getting you away from me. And then next thing you know, he says, my mom's right. You're brainwashing me. You are. You're brainwashing me. Putting things in my head like I love you and stuff. That's a lie. That's a lie. I don't love you. I don't love you. You got to get out. You got to get out. I want you here. And he kicked me out at midnight and I had to go sleep in my car at 100-degree weather in Arizona in the fucking desert in July. I just see what witchcraft is, man. I fucking see it. I see a spiritual war ahead. I see it. Oh, I see it. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to fucking figure that shit out. Doesn't take a psychic to see that if you just were paying the fuck attention. When you go to the grocery store, how you can't afford food, how you can't afford gas. All you have to do is pay attention. He told me before, this is what it is. I'm choosing this. And then boom, next thing you know, like clockwork, she finds out that I'm there. And that's it. Sad. I just don't think I'm getting over him. I just think I still love him. I want to hug you so bad. Elmo, I love you. It's okay, baby. He sounds so scared. I know. Can we just send him some prayers? Please, please, just pray for him. Please pray for him. I don't want him to just. I want him to get karma because he needs to get corrected. It's like, I know the universe needs to help him boss up. Like, I know that that's what karma is for. Karma is so that you can get it right with God, you know? I know that he's got karma coming for that, for like treating me like that. But I don't want him in pain. I don't want him in fear. I don't want him to be scared anymore. Like your own mom. But like your own mom punishing you for being happy. Saying I'll make you homeless with her if she ever shows up here again. And you know what's so sad? He told him in the 3 months that we were broken up, she told him, you can have anybody here, yeah? All they have to do is pay rent, like pay half rent. If they want to help you out, that's cool. Just tell me about them and it'll be fine. Have them over. I'm not worried about it. If you needed help paying bills, because it is pretty expensive. But even when I agreed to pay half the rent, I was like, dude, that's still cheaper than my Airbnb. That's literally cheaper than this tiny room that I have. And I would be getting a whole house. And the love of my life. Worth it. So I told him, I was like, yeah, I have no problem with that at all. I would gladly do that. And then after I said I'd gladly do it, he was like, well, I'll even make you pay less than half. Since he still technically, when we agreed to it, he had a job. He was like, you could pay less than half. I know you're struggling right now. Pay a little bit less than half, but I'm sure my mom would totally be okay with this. So the next day, when he finally did tell her that I was there, he said, you told me anybody could stay if they paid rent. She's going to pay rent. And his mom was like, nah, still no. No, the answer is no. Never. Never for Jenna, never. Next thing I know, he's going absolute berserk, started becoming abusive. So, you're a gaslighter, Jenna. All you do is put ideas in my head. And then that was it. And he kicked me out. That was it. I've just got to a point where it's like, man, if people don't see a spiritual war, I don't know what you're paying attention to. How do you not see World War III is here? How does anybody not see that? I happen to see it spiritually because I have eyes to see and ears to hear, honey. I can see these things. But most people, even in the physical, like, how do you not see World War III is here? I don't understand. I mean, these men are being targeted. The devil wants their soul, and so does God. Every man right now, man, woman, and child is just being targeted during a spiritual war. It's like a thing. A sweet, genuine person, I pray you truly find peace. Thank you so much, Virginia. I love you. I always love it when you show up. Thank you for being here. I'm so sorry for you. Thank you, Paige. Thank you for being here, my love. Thank you for the empathy. What happened to him? Did he pass? No, I just left 2 days ago. He kicked me out of his house. Pray for him, yeah, if you could. His name's Sebastian. If you could pray for him, yes, please. Todd, I can still have children. I'm still very much fertile, so and he wants children. Like I was like, dude, no, not yet. Wait a couple years. We'll wait a couple years, but like I'm still able to have kids, so I'm so sorry. How old are you? He's 18, I'm 35. So yeah. I'm double his age. It's a big thing right here right now. Everybody's kind of pissed about it. His mom gave him a house. No, she didn't give him a house. She didn't give him a house. She bought a house and makes him pay the rent. She didn't buy him anything. She still owns it. She will have the deed and the proceeds and the profit when she sells the house if he leaves. She will find a new renter, a new tenant, right after he leaves. He doesn't own that house. So he's literally paying rent. It's no different than if he had an apartment paying rent somewhere. It is literally the same thing, only there would be 150 pounds less baggage on his shoulders. So no, she didn't do him any favors, really. He claims she took him off the streets. But jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire doesn't really count as getting you off the streets. If my mom threatened to put me back on the streets again for choosing to love someone, yeah, no. Mom, you already lost. You already lost. You already lost love. You already lost my heart. You already lost my respect. You already lost. Thanks for the ultimatum. Thank you for helping me not choose you. You are literally not the one I choose. Yeah. No. She didn't really do much. He's convinced in his mind, he was convinced that she had some, I don't know, like big, huge, grand savior complex. Like, oh, she saved me from the streets, Jenna. Paying rent at the house doesn't necessarily mean that she gave you anything. You still work hard for that. You're putting money and energy and time into her and her home. Truth is truth. His own mom charges him rent. Yes, exactly. And he was told that what does it matter about looks, Lita? Did he look good? The fuck does it matter about looks? Moving on. It was just so evident that he was under spiritual and psychic attack. Like the second she found out that I was there, he just snapped. I was the enemy. I was his target. I was target number one. I was the devil in his mind. It just so quickly to turn on you and distrust you. It's like if I weren't as aware now as I am psychic warfare and about like spells and witchcraft and shit. Like I've had a lot of women put dark shit on me all the time. Like online, entire covens are formed to start bitchcraft about me online. So I know all too well what this psychic warfare is like. If I didn't though, and I was just like going into this and he just turned like that on a dime, oh my God, I'd be so fucking traumatized. I know a lot of people that are traumatized by shit like this. I wasn't. I was a little bit more, I mean, I had a gun pointed at my head and I'm still kind of normal and functioning and still looking at it from a rational perspective. So now know what time we are in the timeline of the Great Awakening. Like these are the last days, 100%. Oh, 100 million%, guys. Like this is end days, end of time, end of days. Book of Revelation kind of shit. It's biblical. I don't care if you believe me. You don't have to believe me. If you don't believe that it's something weird is going on the planet and this shit is biblical, I think you are a fucking moron. I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? I did. You're a fucking moron. I don't know what to tell you. Like if you can't pull your head out of your large intestines, just bloop, pop it right out, right? Take a gander around and look at the shit that's going on in the world, and you want to tell me you don't think it's war? You want to tell me you don't think it's a spiritual war and there's something hidden and like something nefarious? Like what the fuck? Yeah, I don't know, man. You're kind of an idiot. Utmost respect for her and would choose my mom above everything. Well, I guess that's good. That's good. If you have that in your heart and you choose your mom over anything, including the love of your life, you have every right to do so. Your prerogative, Todd. If you would really choose your mom above anything, then you've already made your mom your God. Your mom is your God. You've made a woman your idol. If she tells you to jump, you're going to say how high. So you have literally made a woman your God. Instead of yourself, your God. You are no longer a king. You are now a prince. You have now given your power over away to someone else. And if she were going to tell you, don't date so-and-so, would you? What if you loved somebody, but your mom said don't do it? Would you do it? Congratulations. You just made your mom your idol. You're not your own God. You're not a man. You're not a king. You're not a God. You're not sovereign. You have zero free will. You've just given that woman all the power, saying, I would do that. I respect her so much. I would choose my mom above anything. Yeah. You are God. Todd the God. My mom is a narcissistic psychopath. Yeah, well, there's a lot of moms like that, honey. I'm sorry to hear it, by the way. I know that that's probably the truth. Yeah. Rakesh, it's people like you and I that have had the worst relationships with our mothers that we know all too well what it's like to see men who just worship their mommies. Let me go find a real man, thank you. One who doesn't need to worship his mommy or her opinions. He gets to make his own decisions because he's a sovereign God who makes his own life choices. You know? Otherwise, I'm out. Like it's like a no thank you. I worship God within me, and I teach other people to worship God within themselves. So why are you giving your power over to your mom? I would choose my mom above anything. You see how bad that is, right? Do you get that? No, I'm curious, Todd. You do, you see it, like as I say it, right, out loud? You hurt my feelings. How, Jarvis? Because I said that you are too attached to your mommy? How did I hurt your feelings? Yeah. So, men, listen up. It's a new world, man. You're already in the new world order. Wake up. Open your fucking eyeballs. I'd choose my mom over anything. Okay. So anyway, Todd, everything you said about him and I not working out, it's completely null and void now because you're not God of your own self. You don't have your own self-righteousness. You don't have your own self-regulation. You have just given someone authority over you that if your mom were to say, don't work at that place, I don't like that for you. You wouldn't, would you? You told me everything I needed to know in like 5 words. So anything you said about my connection to this man that I love, who is 18 years old, by the way, and I'm 35, correct? Anything you said is now a moot point. It is null and void. It now matters not. Any opinion you had looks like an utter fucking shit show. You give your power over to your mommy, and your mom is now your God. So please excuse me while I teach all other 46 of us in here how to worship ourselves as God. We are the most high God. We are the most high God that there is in our entire reality. We are it. What we say goes. Not what anybody else says. Not what a mom says, or a pastor, or a bishop, or a pope, or a politician, or a government, or a book, or an agency. Oh, no, 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 honey. Not even a boss. You are sovereign. You have free will. You are God. You are God of your reality. You are the only God in your reality that gets to make decisions about your 3D environment. So God made you God, Todd, but yet you don't want to be God, Todd. You want to give it to your mom. Fine. But the rest of us, we're sick and tired of shit like high gas prices and groceries we can't afford and diapers that people can't put on their kids. Homelessness, poverty, living in shit like that. Breakups, abuse, torment. People that want their soulmate, they're this close and they can't have them. They'd rather know that they are God and that their thoughts create. So Todd, I get you love your mommy, but go worship your mommy. Don't be here on my channel. We're too free thinking for you. And people like you. You've already made your decision. You already gave your power away to the devil. I'm not saying your mom's a devil. I'm saying anyone that isn't you, God, anyone that isn't the God self that you are pouring love into is something in the physical 3D external reality, and that is the world of materiality. And honestly, it's like giving your energy to the devil. It really is. The devil isn't real, guys. It's not really like a dude with pitchforks in the fiery fucking furnace or something. It's just the lack of love. It's lack of abundance. It's just lack. Devil energies are just lack in general, right? So if you're not giving all of that worship to yourself, who are you giving it to? Well, for Todd, it's his mother. Yeah, if she tells me not to date somebody, yeah, I wouldn't date them. Wow. Okay. Did the 18-year-old's mom change his mind? Now you pissed? Did the 18-year-old mom change his mind? Oh, honey, she changed his mind when he was like 6 years old or 2 years old or whatever. A lot of narcissistic mothers can change and warp minds at a very, very young age. Yeah, there's nothing she did recently that she hasn't done already. 18 is still a teen, right? It's also still an adult. Just because it has the word teen in it does not mean that America doesn't still treat him like an adult. I treat him like an adult too. You can treat him like a kid all you want, but I treat him like a man. Thank you so much. I treat him like a fully grown adult man. Mm-hmm. We'll continue to do so if I want to. If I want to choose him, it will be him. The only reason I even didn't want to was because I saw how quickly he snapped. How it went from, I'm telling her about us, she's going to let you stay because she told me that if a girl wants to stay and she pays rent, or a man, it doesn't matter who, if I want a roommate, they have to pay half and she'll be okay with it. So he went into it balls to the wall, like, okay, mom, listen, she's been here a couple days. She's going to stay a few more. She's about to pay half rent and she's staying. Oh, hell no, she isn't. She is not staying there. Oh, hell no. Boom, next thing I know, triggered. Absolutely he just went batshit crazy. Just started telling me, you're right. She's right. You're insane. Like you're the devil. Like you're putting ideas in my head and you're actually, yeah, you're the one that's wrong. It's you. It's been you all along. And then boom, I was kicked out again. So yeah, I've just seen so much psychic war that you got to see this shit with your mind. Like you can't see it with your eyeballs. You have to know what's happening spiritually and psychically, you know? Wasn't it his idea? Yes, it was his idea to have me come back. Yes. It was his idea. He risked a lot, not only calling me, but inviting me back home, back to stay with him. So literally that morning, I was praying. I said, God, I really need guidance. I don't know what to do. I'm about to be in a shelter. My money wasn't coming in. This Airbnb wasn't working out. I was like, God, just tell me what I'm supposed to do. Tell me what. And literally before the prayer even got done, he called me like 10 times, just blowing up my phone. And he was like, I really need you here. I need you here now. I hate the idea of you being homeless. He didn't even know I was about to be on the streets. He had no idea that in an hour and a half was my checkout time and I was going to be on the streets. He didn't know that. So for him to call me before I even got done with the prayer was insane. And he's like, pack up your shit. Are you leaving the Airbnb now? I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right, come over. I want you here now. And he just got like this overwhelming urge. And I'm like, okay, that must be a God thing. Because I was literally just praying. And so I packed up my stuff and I went over to the next city. He's in the next city over, about like 30 minutes. And on the way, he called me. He's like, we're going to have breakfast and we're going to talk, okay? We're going to talk about what we want, what this is, why we can't get over each other. We're going to have a discussion. And we talked like a lot about what it is that we really want. And he said, if I have to leave my mom, I'll do so. I'd rather struggle with you than be here without you struggling. Yeah. That's nice. That's wishful thinking. Anyway. It was all fun and games. It was all beautiful until shit went absolutely wrong. After she found out I was there, it was like game over. It was just World War III started. And I was homeless. Not that far soon after. He just like kicked me out and that was it. I think the worst thing is being accused by the man that you love that you're some devil, witch, worshiper and you're literally putting spells and hexes on a man. And the way that he just distrusted me so quickly, it was like, wow. I just couldn't believe it was happening. I still very much love him, and I do actually think he deserves karma. I do think that he's going to be getting karma. I do. In the same way that in the 3 months we weren't together, I know his ass was getting karma. Like he experienced so much. There was so many changes happening in his life to get him into his highest version, because I was manifesting him. I was manifesting him back in my life. And what was happening was the universe was getting him to match the idea of what I kept seeing in my head, which was a leader, a healer, a shaman, a very strong man, a masculine, a divine masculine, a very godly man. And so when I was trying to manifest, he kept going through job loss and a car accident and broken bones and like everything was going insane in his life as I was trying to get him to the highest version to be with me, leaders, powerful people trying to help others in love. And like every time I would visualize us together, I was seeing his higher self, but all these other chapters in his life had to close out to get him into his higher self. And it just looked like absolute shit. His life looked like shit for 3 months. And it's so weird because like literally the day I drove over to see him, he lost his job. It was like the next day. I think it was the next day he lost his job. So I'm like, even that is crazy as hell, because now we're choosing love. He had chosen love. He made a statement. He told the universe, I choose her. Not only calling me because she monitors his phone, but in calling me, he risked it all. And then having me there, he risked it all. So the universe is like, all right, bet. You just chose love. So now we need to close every single cycle that is not unconditional love, including a job that pays you pennies that you hate anyway. Like everything is getting closed out because he chose love. And I just have to see it as this is just one more thing, one more blip that has to happen to get him where he needs to be, I suppose. I'm trying not to look at the 3D. When people manifest stuff, like they're not supposed to look at the 3D physical world as proof of anything. I know. It's tough because he just went so crazy. She found out that I was there. And then next thing I know, he's like, she's right. She's right. You're insane. You're insane. You're the one trying to control my mind. I know you're trying to control my mind. My mom's right about you. Oh yeah. Dude, it was crazy. He insulted my religion. He had a pellet gun that was brand new. He had a new, like, I don't know what it was exactly. I think pellet, but I'm not sure if it was airsoft. I'm not sure what it was, but it had a laser on it and he put it right to my head. And I was like, nope, I don't do this. This is not the shit for me. This is not it. Bye. This isn't love, bitch. This is like not it. So when he kicked me out, I was like, you know what? You're not about to do something like that. Playingly, jokingly, I don't give a fuck what it is. You're not about to do that to me. So that's when I was like, you know what? Fuck you. I grabbed my shit. And when he said leave, I said, bet. And that was it. And I haven't talked to him since. That was a few days ago. It was just insane. It was like, he just snapped, man. His mom said, no, she's not allowed to be there. I said, any other roommate. I said, because he was like, she told me that anybody could stay here if they paid half the rent. So I'm like, okay, I agree. I pay half the rent. That's going to be amazing. That's still cheaper than an Airbnb. Dude, half the rent? That's what I pay in 2 months here. I mean, in 2 weeks, I mean. I was like, dude, it's going to be so much cheaper. Please let me. Yes, I agree. I agree to these terms. Yes. So he's like, okay. She's totally going to be okay with that because she told me that anybody could stay if they paid half the rent, you know? Just kidding. Anybody except Jenna. That witch bitch. Anybody except me. Anybody. You could have fucking Voldemort over. I don't give a shit. It's just not going to be Jenna. So yeah. As soon as she found out it was me and I was staying, honey, all freaking hell broke loose. World War III. Girl, you're pretty as heck. Thank you so much, Andy. I appreciate that. It's hard to trust people. Try to understand where she's coming from. Not everybody is at different levels to reach their higher self. Yeah. True. True, that's true. I am. I'm trying to see where she's coming from. You know? I get it. I get it. He is young. And I'm sure she just loves him and wants to make sure that he's safe, but wouldn't a loving mom want you to be happy? Like, I make him happy. He says it all the time. The first time I met her, that's what he said. He's like, Mom, I'm so ready for this. I love her. She makes me so insanely happy. And he even told the story of how we met. The birds brought us together. It's kind of a true story. The birds. Long story short, 2 birds were dancing in the park 3 months ago. Yeah, we met, and he told her about how we met and stuff, and she just instantly was like, what? You don't even know this girl, though. And I was like, but sometimes you just know, you know? And so she's like, whatever, as long as you guys are safe, that's all I care about, be safe. So at first, she was okay with our connection, but then what happened was he started to hang out with me a lot, and we started to talk a lot, and he was just having fun with me and not really paying attention to her so much anymore, and that's when it just, yeah, she wasn't really too happy with that. And then I left about 3 months ago, and I'd tried to manifest him for about 2 months after, and it wasn't working. And I was like, what the fuck? I mean, I was like trying my best. I kept trying to, my internet's kind of glitching, sorry. I was like, okay, well, it's not working, so I'm just gonna assume I'm not supposed to be with this guy. So I dropped it, and I started dating other guys. I tried to get over him, and I thought I did. I even had a hookup because I tried to, you know, I didn't mean for that to be a rebound, but it was. And I tried. I did try, and anybody will be able to say that. Like, I did try. I tried to leave him alone. I tried to do as I was asked. I tried. At first, when I got kicked out 3 months ago, my car was impounded. My car was in the driveway. I didn't have money to get. I'll do it, and you'll pay me back. But she's never going to be in your life again. He was like, just dumbfounded. I remember the look on his face, white as a ghost. And I was just like, yeah, she's on speakerphone with both of us. And I was like, $350 for me to leave his life. I'm sure that was it. That was it right there. That was it. Triangulation, the blackmail, he doesn't get to make decisions for himself. That was it. I'm pretty sure. Mother-in-law versus daughter-in-law. It's a universal conflict. Ain't that the truth? Yeah. Saying parents always want best for their children. No, that's not always true. No. That is a fucking lie. Parents do not always want best for their children. Sometimes parents want best for the parents. I'm going to end the stream, guys. The internet's flaky. Just witnessing like how crazy it all changed. Just the snap of a mind. It's just like, I don't deserve that. I deserve true unconditional love, a love that fights for me. And I don't know, I guess I'm going to trust God on this next phase. It's whoever God thinks will fight for me, you know. And that right now is me. I fight for me, you know. I wake up every day, I heal I pay my bills. I put clean drinking water in front of my face. I do it. And the one that deserves me right now is me. And as much as I love this man, he hasn't proven that he deserves me. So I'm just kind of done. I have way too many emotional ups and downs when manifesting this connection. It's like, what I'd really like to do is just ignore the 3D and be like, okay, that didn't happen. But sometimes you have to look at when emotional abuse takes place, and you have to look at that like, dude, that's emotional and spiritual and verbal abuse. That's not okay. I don't condone that shit. So I'm taking my energy, I'm taking my beautiful God self over here. You can go fuck yourself. And I'm going to never be abused by you again. Now, if I actively participate in the manifestation of Sebastian back in life, best believe that man will never talk to me as anything less than a goddess again. I know what I'm worthy of. If he's the one that I want, he will be showing up exactly as his highest version, or that's it. That's end of story. I'll manifest somebody new. I'll bring in somebody new, because the universe loves me that much that if I say I want unconditional love, that's what the fuck I'll get. Period. I don't care which body it comes in. I just care that it's unconditional love. I care we have intense chemistry, passion. We're working for God. I care that he's strong in his convictions and he has a strong mental fortitude about him and no baggage. That's all. That's all I want. That's all a girl wants. I don't care about what you look like, how much money you make, where you fucking live. I don't care. I care about those pinnacle things, those very important checks on my checklist have to be checked off. And it's that you have no baggage. Your mind is your own. You haven't given it over to someone else. No. Jenna, you're... Hi, Abby, by the way. Thank you for being here. You are the only one. Sorry the internet is glitching out, guys. You're right. It is kind of slow this morning. I'm going to get off here in a second. I just wanted to thank you, Abby, for being here. But yeah, you're the only mod. Christina's working, and Brian and I just told him, like, I don't think I'm ready. I don't think I'm over my ex. It's not fair. It's not fair to do that to somebody. It's just not. I started noticing last night these feelings come back, and I'm like, as much as I know it's bad, it would be bad if I were in an abusive situation with my ex. But I'm not in an abusive situation. I left abuse. And as a manifestation coach, I really want to teach people that we don't stand for abuse, ladies. Absolutely fucking not. You leave. You become so independent that you can leave. You can go anywhere you want because you know God always provides for you. You know the universe will take care of you no matter what. You get out of abuse, okay? Now, I am one of those people that really truly does believe that sometimes the hustle and the grind of a relationship is what makes it better and what makes it so foolproof and like it can never fail. And I will never take abuse, but if I wanted to manifest Sebastian back into my life, he would never be like that again. He would be 100% changed. And that's it. Because I really believe that I'm a goddess and I deserve the very best. That's when I was like, I can't lead a man on. I can't do that to a guy. So I kind of just told him this morning, like, I don't think I'm ready for something new. I think I need time to process the old, whatever just happened a couple days ago. Like, I was just intimate with him 3 nights ago. You can't just force a girl to get over that, you know? I don't care what happened. You can't just like snap somebody out of it, you know what I mean? So I need some time, and that's what I told it. Yeah, I agree. Have a good day, girl. Thank you so much, Leanne. Have a good one, honey. Temni, thank you for being here. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys that I don't condone abuse at all. I left when it was abusive. I left when he was not acting right. He acted very bipolar. And I was like, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. That's not what I keep seeing in my imagination. Therefore, I'm leaving. I'm pulling my energy back. I'm giving it to me. I'm going to stay at this Airbnb, take care of myself, get more sleep, get more water, talk to myself kinder, meditate, do some journals. I mean, I'm going to really get it back in order. And if he's the one, it'll work. If he's not, it won't. That's how it is. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys that, and that I don't think I'm gonna be dating anybody new for a minute. Like, I just kind of need some time. So to figure out what this is. Like, if I have feelings for a guy, I'm not about to put myself out there for someone. Oh, I've been going through for 29 years. Why? What? Why 29 years? Honey, we shouldn't even go 29 days like this. Right? If he is, he is. If not, it's just that. Exactly. Honey, what are we doing? Leanne, no. 29 years, babe. Ladies, this is why independence is so important. So that we don't get stuck in abusive karmic patterns, okay? That you can pull your energy back and say, you know what? I'm going to sit over here, chill like the goddess I am, let the universe spoil me. And if you get it right, you get it right. If you continue to fuck up, that's your life, your rules. You do whatever the fuck you want to do. It's your karma. Right? Because they will not be coming back in unless they are treating you like a goddess. Do you understand me? Like a queen. Do you understand me? No. Do you get it? I am not kidding, ladies. It's not a joke. It's that when you're manifesting them, they either show up the way that you see them, or you cast that motherfucker back in the water and you go fishing again, honey. Because that shit is not okay. You're a goddess. You are God of your reality. And you get what you say you want. So if you see something in the 3D and you're like, it's kind of okay, kind of it's kind of not okay. All you have to do is tell the universe, I'm not content with that. Nope. Pushing him back in the water. I'm going to go fishing again. That's still not how I want it. Nope. Still not how I want it. Nope. Still not how I want it. I know what I want. I get what I want, and that's it. That's how firm you have to be. You have to claim it. You have to claim it with that kind of fierceness, that boldness, that passion. Like, I fucking get what I want. That's not the version of him that I want. I want committed. I want sexy. I want romantic. I want sweet. I want empathic. I want kind, loving, an alpha male. I want a leader. I want a man in his own head by himself, not that anyone would be able to control him. And if it's not that, shoo shoo, out you go. Out. I don't care. That's not what I want. Don't care if I have to divorce your ass. I divorced in 2019. I broke up so many times with people in the last 5 years. Boy, bye. Good the fuck bye. I know who I am. I know what I'm worthy of. I know what I'm deserving of. And married he is. He tells me that I am the problem. Honey, we are the problem in our own reality. We are the solution in our own reality. Leanne, you are the problem in this situation. Your self-concept is the issue. That you do not know you are a goddess and that your thoughts are creating reality. You are manifesting this man to come in, showing up exactly as he is. Married, non-committal, and blaming you for shit. Your thoughts are doing that. Your assumptions are doing that. I'm not saying it's conscious. I'm not saying that you're intending for it consciously. Like, it's not like you're wanting that. It's just that it's happening on autopilot. So what we really need to do, ladies, and I swear to God, I swear by this, pull your energy back. Make that man sweat a little bit. Make that man work for it. Forget his name. Don't even think about him. Don't even imagine him. Oh, if you want to, actually, I would actually still, if you still want your SP, your specific person, right? And in the 3D, they're telling you something like, just leave me alone. I don't want you at all. Oh my God. First of all, you know that to be a lie. You already see the version of them that you guys are already together. One side of them is a liar. Was it the side that told you I wanted more with you and I love you and you're my everything? Or was it the I don't love you, go fuck yourself? One of them is which one do you think is the lie? Because they said both things. What's so great is you're God and you get to determine in your reality which one was the lie. The I love you or the I hate you. Which one was the lie? It's not mind control. It's literally you choosing the version of reality that you resonate with. You think that they hate you. Okay, you're going to go down that timeline and you'll never have union with them. Do you think they love you? Okay, keep thinking that they love you. What would you guys do together? What would love do in that romantic relationship? First of all, me and Sebastian, I honestly don't know that we can get rid of each other. I even asked him that. I looked him dead in the eye. I was like, do you think you can really get over me? He's like, psh, yes. And then as soon as he said it, he was like, I don't know, maybe not. That's it. I don't know that you can. If it is meant to be, it's what you truly want. I don't know that you can. But I will tell you, I am not about to bring an abuser back into my life. First of all, I deserve so much better than that. He will not be his abusing, narcissistic, Nazi-esque self. It is not about to fucking happen on my watch. Oh no. Oh no. Take that dictator bullshit somewhere else, motherfucker. So I'll pull my energy back. Give it to me. I don't care if I'm single for the next million fucking lifetimes. You are not treating me like that. I owe it to me and I owe it to you ladies as well. I don't condone abuse. We're not doing abuse. Second we sense abuse, we're gone. And I'll still manifest your ass. And you'll still get hella karma. You're going to get hella karma as you get it right between this version of you and the right version of you. Because guess what, ladies? When you're manifesting the right version of them, their consciousness has to shift to that reality you keep seeing. So it's like their consciousness, their mind, their highest self is going from this shit reality of I don't love her, fuck you, I don't want to talk to you, I don't like you, to wow, I want to marry you, I'm with you, I love you, I'd do anything for you. Because there's already a reality like that exists, you keep seeing it. They have to shift their consciousness into that version of reality. And that, my friend, is where a lot of karma comes in. Karma will send their ass right to that reality. Because ego death is what's going to send their ass to that reality. All you have to do is keep envisioning it, keep affirming. If that is truly what you want, keep affirming. Stop looking at the 3D bullshit that's like, oh, I hate you, I don't want anything to do with you, you're stupid. Your voice is dumb. My man didn't say that, but I just thought that was funny. I'd added that in there. But yeah, that's what you have to do. You have to literally get to a point where the 3D doesn't even phase you at all. It just be like, okay, and so what? He's in love with me. I love him, but I can't be accused of being a cheater when I'm not. Period. Period. Right there. That's something that somebody would take from an old relationship where they got hurt and they never healed that. You need to realize that, Temni. Also, you need to not put up with that shit. Go into your imagination first and see them say things to you like, you're right. Shouldn't have called you a cheater. I don't even know why I do that. I like, you never did that. That's not who you are. You need to start validating yourself. We validate ourselves internally, guys. We keep wanting our men to say something special to us, but we're not giving them the ammunition to say it first. We need to see it in our mind first before they do it in the 3D. What is it you're really wanting from him, Temni? What you're really wanting is him to apologize for ever considering you like one of the horrible exes he had, right? For falsely accusing you of something. What a low blow from a douche nugget. A douche canoe and nugget combined. A douche nugget. But yeah, what a douche nugget. In that reality, he's a douchebag. And I should know because I just dumped a guy very similar from a douchebag reality. But that's not the one I'm manifesting. That's one. I'm not holding him to that. I'm not. I'm going to see the best version of him, and that's it. The version that fights for me, I fight for us. That's it. This is where it really, really does get a little challenging, guys. Like, when everybody and everything comes up against you, oh, you deserve better, move on. Oh, he's such a dirtbag. Oh, he's such a douchebag. Oh, but he's got that girl, though. Oh, what about that? Now, oh, but he gossiped about you like this. Remember when he did that? This is when it really, you have to say, I don't stand for abuse. I'm going to pull my energy back. You're not about to abuse me. But I will be manifesting the best version of you. And if you don't come in as the best version, I'll walk my ass away again. Bet. It'll be so fucking easy, especially for you independent women who do not have codependency on this guy. Zero validation. Do not give them any power to have validation over you, Temni. Okay? You validate your own self. All right? So no to the abuse, fuck the abuse. We pull our energy back. We say, thank you so much. Have a good one. Don't call me. And when you're in your own energy, you've called it back. You've cut cords. That's when you start thinking of their higher self. What would their higher self say? Well, for me, Sebastian would say, I don't give a fuck if you like this, Mom. Ask if I give a shit. Ask if I give a shit if you like this. Oh, I don't. There's the answer. I don't. I love her. I'm in love with her. She's in love with me. And that's it. I don't care if you like it or not. It's not your life. That is what love would do. But I have to see it in my imagination first, because that shit is not going to happen in the 3D unless I see it up here first and claim that reality. You can see it one time and claim it over and over and over. That is my reality. That is the one I choose. That is the one I choose. That is the one I choose. Or you could see it one time and be like, oh, I wish. That's wishful thinking. Yeah, right. It's up to you. It's all in the claiming process. It's all in the, I stand for this shit. I deserve that. That's the one I deserve. Period. That's the one I deserve. And I'm going to prove it, universe. I'm going to pull all my energy back. I'm going to give it all to me. I'm going to still visualize his higher self. And you're going to fucking bring that man in exactly as I want him. Period. End of story. That's it. And the old version of him that was abusive, even put a gun to my head, that version and that reality is dying off. And I will never see that version again. I'm letting that old man, that old version of him die out in my reality. I'm letting that go. I will never allow abuse, ever. So if he ever did come back and I actively participated in manifesting him back into my life, he would never do that again, ever. I'll just leave his ass in the grass again. Bye, toodles fruitles. I'll go rent me an Airbnb again, honey. Have another you in a minute. Matter of fact, I literally had to end things with a guy today because I was starting to feel feelings for Sebastian again. And I'm like, I'm not leading this guy on. He's too sweet for that. So because I'm not sure what I want yet, I'm not going to date somebody new. But if I wanted to, best believe I could. And I'm telling you right now, if I want Sebastian, I will get Sebastian. His mom is not God in my reality. She does not have power over me in my reality. And this is so important that a lot of people need to know. Because with me, the whole lie and jealousy and like, oh, but like she hates my guts and she put like all these spells on me and all that. That used to be the case when you believed that that was true. Stop believing it's true. Believe that you are God and she is not. No one is God in your reality but you, queen. That's it. Evil eye, yeah, that used to be a thing. Jealousy, envy, that used to be a thing. Witchcraft, more like bitchcraft, that used to be a thing. But now that I believe that I'm God and I'm the only one that can determine my fate, it all falls off. Like curses and gossip and slander and jealousy and shit, like that just falls away. If I want it, I get it. Question is, do I want him? Because if we can't look past what they did, not a lot of us will want to manifest their better self because we're so grossed out by them, you know? Like just a couple nights ago, like he emotionally, verbally abused me and then had an airsoft gun pointed at my head. Like, fuck you. Okay, that's not okay. I don't want that version. That version can rot in hell. He's disgusting. I don't care about that version. I will never settle again. And the universe knows this. But if it's him I want, I have to see his highest self. I have to see the self that already went through an ego death. He already dissolved the ego, the mind of man, that carnal mind of seeking pleasure and things outside of himself to worship, like a man or a woman, or a pastor, or a government, or an agency, or, you know, a TV program or something. There needs to be a dissolving of the ego. And until that happens, lady, you stay the fuck away. You stay away from them as they go through hell on earth, okay? Just trust me on this. You deserve way better than that. Say no to the abuse. Pull your shit back. Be independent as hell, okay? This is why it's so important to be independent and not codependent, ladies. I used to be so codependent on men, and it only left me abused. You need to be so hella independent on your own energy that the second you even spot a red flag, you're like, all right, deuces, I see you're still not changed. Have a good one. I don't care if I'm living in the fucking house next to him for 10 years. If I even see one red flag, I'm like, okay, bye. And I'll go into my house, go in within, and be like, okay, he didn't say that. This is what he actually does. He is actually the most romantic partner on the planet. Total boss daddy. Love everything about him. He does not listen to outside perspectives. He only listens to his heart. That's it. But how can you do that, guys? How can you change them if you're 2 feet in front of their face? Sometimes you can. If you're really skilled and you're really good at it, you can. You could still be living with your partner and change them. It's absolutely possible. Maybe you have your own room or just a safe meditation place, or maybe even when they go to work, you just think about their higher self. But for me, personally, I needed to pull my energy back, and I needed to get away from him to see him differently. Like, I was just way too close to him to see the best version. I was only seeing the wacky tobacco version. It was like, I just, no. Trauma is really hard to cope with. My girlfriend has a lot from losing both her parents. Oh, you just have to learn to cope with. I have for 6 years. Oh, I'm so sorry. The love keeps growing for you both. Temni, you as well. You deserve that. I wish you the best. You deserve that, honey. She deserves so much. I hope that you can see what you deserve, my love, and that if you already see this man as your own, go to the version of him that's already with you. You're not going to force the 3D version to get a divorce. It's not like you're going to tell this guy, like, divorce me, divorce her, damn it, be with me. First of all, that's hella toxic. Second of all, that's borderline black magic. This is what I actually think is happening, is a lot of the women that don't know how to use imagination to get a man, they're doing it the wrong way and forcing the 3D, and that is witchcraft. 100%. That's manipulation. Forcing a man, yelling at him, telling him, do this, do that, do that. Honey, you're not doing it the right way. You're not doing it in the way of love. Love is God and God is love, right? Well, imagination is God. So therefore, imagination is love. If you go into your imagination and you see this man changing, nothing can stop it. If you try to change it into 3D, a whole bunch of things can stop it, because it's built on it's built on quicksand. It needs to be built up here in the imaginal act, and you need to try your best to ignore the 3D. Now, I'm not saying dismiss. I'm not saying ignorantly ignore the 3D to where you're in pain and misery and abuse. No, I've just proved to you this week, ladies, you get the fuck out of that. What I am saying is you ignore that it happened after the fact. Like, when you're safe, you keep going back into the new version of things where he already is how I see him. He's sweet, he's amazing, he's kind, he's gone to God, he's forgiving, he's made amends, he's happy. See you guys happy together. That's why when a lot of my clients, they just manifest like phone calls or text messages, I'm like, why? Why are we doing that, ladies? A text message or a phone call, that's not what you really want. You want marriage. You want commitment. You want children. You want dates. You want a happy life. Like, you don't want just a phone call. So you need to start getting into the end result, like the end plan. But man, once they've been douchebags to you, it's tough to. A lot of you even want to just give up and be like, yeah, I'll choose a different guy. Yeah, but fuck this one. I just want somebody new. That's awesome. I think you should go for that, because I find that you can manifest like that. If you just let go and want somebody new, it comes in so fast. But with me, there's something about Sebastian. There's just something about him. I don't know. I'm trying. I did try. For 3 months, I tried. I tried to get over him. I did. I don't know. I'm pulling my energy back. I'm not going to ever be abused again. I refuse. I was abused my entire childhood by my dad. I'm never going through that again. So I don't condone violence. I don't condone abuse. I condone you getting the fuck out of Dodge, pulling your goddess energy back, being like, fuck you, asshole. And then them get intense karma for doing what they did, which sends their ass to God. And once they go to God, honey, they really go within. They really are getting karma, so the universe can teach them that they are God. How could you have a man in your life who doesn't know yet that they are God? Like, make it make sense. It's not going to make sense. You can't be with someone who does not know their divinity yet. You went to God to get to you, bitch. They need to go to God to get to you. So let his ass get a little karma. Make it get a little heated for him, yeah? Ooh, spicy. Yeah, get a little karma for being a douche canoe. Yeah, work that shit out, because that's not the version I'm manifesting. Oh, hell no. If in my head, I see you as romantic and sweet, and we're going on dates, and we're literally making love, and then going out to the store, and you're spoiling rotten, and we're buying candles for our house, and all this good shit. Honey, no. It's not the abuse. I'm not about that. That's not the version. So I'm casting the version away, and I'm saying, get it right, God. Get it right, universe. That one was shit. Get it right. That's not what I'm manifesting. But we have to claim it as God. We have to be the ones that say, okay, this is what's presented. Do you want it? It's right here. You can have it. There's no punishment for it. You want it? Take it. You don't? You don't have to. There's a 50-50 chance you get what you want. You want to throw it away and try again and keep trying to manifest something better? Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. But there's a 50-50 chance. But there's a 100% chance that this version sucks monkey turds. And I'm not about to fucking endure that shit anymore. So, if you guys are like, my man is pretty much 99% okay, but there's like this 1%, I'm like, not a fan. My opinion, and for me personally, it's going to an Airbnb, like living away from him is getting my mind to see him differently. But you have got to start seeing the higher version of them again. And it is so hard, at least for me, it's so hard when I'm 2 feet in front of them and I'm just like, all I see is this douche nugget version. I'm like, oh God, I don't like it. I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't like what I'm seeing. Ugh. So I'm just going to throw him back in the water and go fishing again. Yeah, you are the best version of me. Oh, your ability makes me come close to you. Okay, looks like you're paying attention. I like that. And you will get better. Thank you so much, Abby. I absolutely do deserve better. If it's not him, it's not him. If it is him, it is him. It will be the best version of someone, regardless. I want to work it out, but I don't know. See, you gotta, what we have to do, I'm going to work. You beautiful ladies, have a good day. You too, Tessa. Thanks for being here, honey. You need self-respect and self-love to know when you're not getting what you deserve and need, period. Period. And see, Abby, this is the thing. A lot of people say, yes, that is true. You have self-respect and that's when you give yourself what it is you're looking for in a man. What you are looking for them to say, you're about to give to yourself an imagination. Like, the thing with Sebastian, he pulls my head in like this and he'll like look at me in the eyes and he's like, Jenna, I fucking love you. I want you. I crave you. That's his thing. Like, he does this and he likes to see me in the eyeballs and just be like, I love you. I want you. I desire you. I'm in love. But I cannot see that in the 3D unless I actively participate in that version of reality. Right now, all I keep bitching about is how he was abusive, which is only going to perpetuate that bullshit. So, as long as I'm out of harm's way and I'm not being abused, because I'm a fucking goddess and I'm not about to be abused, I'm gonna pull my energy back. Bitch, you don't deserve my energy. Not like that. The version that deserves my energy is the man that is a god, that is a king, that I want. And I'm going to see that version. That's the only version that's going to get my energy. And so what do you think is going to happen? The old him is going to die off. It's just like starving of energy. You're starving their lower egoic self of energy. They don't have any of that left. They can't feed that side of themselves. So it takes a lot of self-love and self-respect to know that when you honestly deserve more. Exactly. And for us, because we're powerful manifestors, the deserve more is us giving it to ourselves, ladies. 100%. By going within. You want that message from your man? What would it look like? I'm so sorry. I can't believe I did that. Bing, 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 bing. Text. I'm going to take you on. Let's do this. But what I don't want you to do is just only visualize that apology. Because what you're telling the universe is, I want there to be something for him to apologize at all times. You're manifesting more apology texts from him, and that's not what you want. What you're wanting is to really manifest union with him, right? So see yourself doing union things, you know? Going to the laundromat together, washing dishes together, cuddling, snuggling, watching your favorite movie, having sex, doing the really amazing things that partners do. Get out of the he needs to apologize to me first phase and put yourself in we're already together happy, so it's implied that he already apologized. It's implied he's already sorry. It's implied he's already made up for it. You do. You get what you deserve. Absolutely. Yes, treat yourself how you would want to be treated. I love that. Hey, we have silly kitties and we also have cat motion. That's fun. Are you two friends? That's kind of cute. But yeah, I don't really want to lead him on. Sweet guy. Sweetheart. I do not want to break this guy's heart. Like, it's just too perfect of a heart. I don't want to break him. And I just texted him and said, I'm not really sure that we can do this. We'll end up probably talking to each other in a few. I'm not sure. But yeah, I just don't want to lead a guy on, you know, especially if I'm maybe thinking about manifesting still my soulmate from the past. I'm not holding on to this old version of him that abused me. That's stupid. I'm gonna see him as telling his mom, I'm gonna choose love. I don't care. Make me homeless. Kick me out. Kick me out. Jen and I make it just fine. He's fully capable of getting another job. I make money. I'm like, it's like, okay, bet. Like, God will protect us. God provides for those that choose love, and we're going to choose love, and that's it. So I won't allow him to choose fear. I'm going to pull my energy back, and I'm going to see his highest version, and that's it. I don't see a scumbag. I'm seeing my true divine soulmate. That's what I'm seeing. I like your style. Love a fuzz. I like your name. That's cute. Abby, yes, that never goes out of style. Yeah, treating yourself how you'd like to be treated. Exactly. I love it. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you a lot. I just wanted to say that I don't think I'm completely over him yet. And we'll see. We'll see what happens if I still try to manifest him. Wow, look at her hair. So yeah, I'm gonna see what's going on. Can I just say, I fucking love your hair.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
It's actually not done yet. Well, it technically is,
Girl.
but like the ends keep coming out, so I gotta redo it.
It's beautiful. I love your style, honey. Have a good day. Bye. She is just, can you see her hair? No, I don't think you can. She has dreads, but she has yarn all tied throughout her hair. That's the new Airbnb guest that showed up just like yesterday. She's got long hair down to her knees, and she's got yarn in her dreads. Oh my god. That's like the coolest thing I've ever seen ever. When you cried, I cried. I feel a lot better. Oh, honey. But Temmie, we're gonna get them. The reason you have a desire on your heart is because it's there by God. It is put there by God. I'm not saying ignore the 3D and that you get abused. Never. Never in a fucking million years would I ever promote someone being fucking abused by ignoring the 3D. Nah, honey. If you're in a partnership and that dude is acting like a fucking asshole, you get out of that. Do you understand? If the heart wants what it wants and you still want that partner, but you're finally safe, if you really, really want it, and guys, this is where it gets controversial for me, especially as a coach. Like, this is where there's a thin line. If you still want to manifest your person even after that abuse, as long as you're out of harm's way and you keep visualizing the highest self of them, the one that would never abuse you, and they show up like that, that's one thing. But I'm telling you, guys, God is my witness. I better not find out. I better not find out that you stayed in an abusive situation. You're not going to ever hear me say something like that. Like, I don't condone that. That's absolutely not. Bye, honey. I don't condone it. And I will never stand for that. I'm going to pull my energy back, buy my own Airbnb, get my own life situated. And then when that man wants to come in whole and complete, he can do so. Until then, boy, bye. I'll have another you in a minute. But finally, I kind of think I have decided on the one that I want. It also kind of feels really good to know the one that you want and you can finally invest 100% into it. You know what I mean? I'm going to invest 100% in his highest self, his best friend. Everything he told me in those 2 days, I'm going to remember the highest things he said. I'm going to remember all the good moments, and I'm going to keep feeding that version of him. The other, no. I will never be abused ever in a million years. Fuck that. Men protect me. Men love me. Men choose me. I'm wanted and desired. I will never choose breadcrumbs, ever. I own a bakery. Why would I accept breadcrumbs from a man? And ladies, same thing. Temmie, especially you. Girl, there is a version of him that is so committed to you, he's leaving everything behind to get to you. Right? If you have a desire for this man on your heart, then that is what is meant to be. If it's that strong of a desire, it's there from somewhere. Where'd you get it from? If it's a desire, get it. If it's not a desire, move on, you know? No, definitely not. He needs to heal from his ex cheating on him, but I wish him the best. Exactly. Oh, I'm so happy that you cried and you had a therapeutic release as well, honey. I feel so much better. Thank you guys so much for being here and listening to me through this. I would never condone abuse. That's why I didn't stay. He was abusing me and I left. But, and here's the big but, I'm an adult. It's my life. If I want that man, I will have that man. I don't give a shit what his mom says. I don't care how many internet trolls don't like it. I don't care how many rules and regulations they are. Oh, it's so wrong. You'd go back to that asshole? Wow, him, really? I'll do whatever the fuck I damn well please. I'm a goddess. If I choose it, I get it. The universe listens to me. The universe isn't listening to anybody else in my reality but me. So I don't care about your opinion. I don't care about her opinion. I don't care. It's my opinion that matters. It's my imagination that matters. It's my speech. It is my life. It is my life to live. I'm allowed to take up space. I'm allowed to choose what I want as a sovereign being. I have a divine birthright to choose whomever I'd like to choose. As long as I'm not being abused, and I'm not because I'm far away, I will manifest the best version of whatever man I choose. And that's what I love about being a god and a goddess encapsulated in a physical body. It does not matter any longer how many people oppose what I want for my life. It'll never matter. My life, I don't live my life for you. I live my life for me. You see? Never stand for abuse. Absolutely. Soul showers healing. Oh, I love it. I love that. Hello. I'm in Arizona currently. Oh, I love it. I love that. Soul showers healing. Exactly. The crying, the tears is so good, guys. It's good to purge. But yeah, yes, there was a version of him that I had to experience this week, and I did not like that version, so I left that version. I'll always leave that version. I will always leave that version of man behind. Always. A guy that like ghosts me? Oh no. Bye. You don't call me for 3 months? Okay, no, bye. You hold on to your feelings intentionally? No, bye. You're too passive, you're too feminine, you won't stand in your masculine energy. No, bye. I will always leave when I think something is wrong. And I will keep manifesting the best version of things. And I actually am grateful that I went back for those few days with him, because I got to see that out of all the men that I've been dating in the last 3 months since we broke up, he's the one I actually want. Now I can finally know that he is the one I want and invest energy into just his higher self, and that's it. I've been watching you grow. Oh, Energy Exchange, thank you so much. I plant seeds. I love that name, by the way. What a beautiful, nurturing soul. You're such a nature soul. You're such a nature soul. Yeah, I love that. What are we talking about? Yeah. We're talking about love. I was in an abusive relationship this week. I left something pretty harsh, and I won't stand for it. I'm a goddess. I'm a goddess. Like, we don't do that. We don't do that. So I left. I got an Airbnb. This is why I promote women getting independent. Ladies, this is why. And this is why when the Holy Spirit tries to help you guys get a new job, a new gig, maybe start your own business, I try to promote that so much in you, because I want you to have that. I want you to have that safe space that if you ever had a fight or a breakdown with like your person, you could leave. You could go somewhere safe, right? So I'm back here at the Airbnb. I'm trying to get that right. I'm hopefully going to be making some money to be able to stay here, Lord willing. And I just know that now I saw the version of him I did want. I saw that there. His highest self was there. His lowest self was also there. It's all about what we decide to feed. And I was just too close for comfort, girl. Every day I would just see him and be like, ugh, why does he do that? Can't you throw that in the garbage? Can you just pick that up? Throw that away. Throw that away. Pick that up. What? No, Jenna, go in your head. He picked it up. Isn't that great? He picked it up. Because like I try to coach you guys through it. I tell you, don't try to force a man to change shit in the 3D. Like, put that toilet seat down, asshole. Pick up your clothes. No. Go in your head, in your imagination. Visualize that shit before it happens in the 3D. So that's what I would do. I'd be like, okay, so he just picked up his clothes. Isn't that so amazing? Wow, he cleaned up the bathroom. And he did, but only after I left for half a day. I was fine with it. Whatever. He did do it, though. He did do it. So imagination first, the 4D to the 3D. Up here, down here. As above, so below. From heaven to earth. Right? On earth as it is in heaven. All you have to do is stay in the 4D, stay in the astral plane, your imagination, right? Stay there. And I just wasn't doing that. I kept seeing him as broken and mean and just bitter and not over the past. And he wasn't happy I slept with another guy. And I felt like he was taking it out on me. And before you know it, boom. Everything was compiling, and all it took was whoosh, his mom finding out that I was there. Oh, once she found out, girl, it was over. It was just like struck a match. There's a lot of fuel, and then she just struck a match. Yeah. So I pulled my energy back. I'm here about 30 minutes away. I got my own Airbnb. I'm going to just sleep more, rest, drink water, meditate, and really go in and figure out, like, what did I want about him? Right? Like, I'm trying to remember your name. I'm so sorry. What was your name? How did you say? Temni. What is it you like about your man? Right? You don't love the fact that he's married, but yet you talk about that part a lot. I didn't like the fact that I was emotionally abused, but yet I talk about that part a lot. So what we need to do is start talking about them like they're already the newest version. If they don't come in as that newest version, don't let them in. It's that easy. If they're not showing up like that, we're not letting them in. It is literally that fucking easy. That's why I say, ladies, please get your own place. Please get your own money. Please. Please, for the love of God, let's stop being codependent on these men, please. This is how we end abuse. We have to stop being codependent. Aw, Dinesh, thank you so much. Yes, supports us fully. Source, our creator, always provides. What a great woman. Thank you. Esther, thanks for being here. Hello. I hope you feel better. Thank you so much, Leela. I do. I feel better after this talk. I just wanted to hear myself out because when I was on here earlier, I was talking about how he's 18 and I'm 35. And as much as there is an age gap, and it's a big age gap, and he's very young, like the youngest man I've ever been with, obviously. That's literally the youngest that I can be with. By the way, I am not a cougar. I didn't hunt for him. He just landed in my lap. And another thing, I met him after he was 18. I did not know this man before he was 18 years old, just for the record. But yeah, I'm double his age. So there's already a little bit more of a like maturity thing. So this is why we have to go in our imagination and tell the universe what version of them we want. I want a mature version, right? There's a lot of men at 18 that are extremely mature, very old souls. They know what to do, but we have to build this version of them, and we don't, because we keep speaking up about the shit versions instead. And we build that, and then we wonder why, when they call us back one day, invite us over, why they're that shit version. Oh, that's right, because we built that version. Honey, we're God. We need to figure it out, okay? You're only in your 30s. You're not a cougar. Well, is that how it works? You have to be a lot older than your 30s for that? I don't know, but people have called me that, and I'm like, listen, but I don't hunt them. It's not like I'm hunting younger men. They just happen to find me. I can't help it. Whole bunch of awesome things find me. The universe loves me and spoils me, so I can't help it that things are just attracted to me. But yeah, that was one thing. It was like, he's 18. Are you serious, you pedophile? Yes. 18. As in able to vote and smoke cigarettes and go gambling. Oh, and also die for our country in the military. That's what I mean by 18. Isn't that great that he pays taxes? like pick your battles, bro. What a fucking hypocrisy, man. It's either he's 18 enough to pay for your fucking Medicare. Oh shit. Or he's 18 and a kid. It's like, which is it though? Pick your battles. Okay. So anyway, I was like, yeah, okay, so he's 18 and I'm 35, right? He's a legal adult here in the United States of America. And so I'm going to do what I want, when I want, how I want, with whom I want, if I want, period. That's it. And it literally will not matter what his mother says either. So going forward, you guys just need to know that if I do want Sebastian in my life, I will have him. This is a public service announcement. I don't condone the abuse that I experienced this week. I do not condone that. I 100%. And you know how I'm proving it? By paying money to live in a fucking Airbnb without him. I'm sacrificing without him. That's how. That's how you know I don't condone that shit. I could be there condoning that shit, but I'm not. I just wanted you to know that, ladies. I'm not that type. I'm going to pull my energy back. Be like, okay, there was a version of reality that sucked monkey turds. That man was a total narc. I don't accept that. Nope, not gonna work. There's infinite realities, infinite versions of him. That's not the reality I want. So I do not condone abuse. I'm paying for my own place so that I can make sure I never get abused again. And that's just how it's gonna be. I'd never condone that. So going forward, you ladies need to know that I would never condone you ladies being hurt. But if you want the man that you claim you want, you can have him, honey. There are 0 circumstances that matter. 0 circumstances. In my imagination, what I'm going to be saying about Sebastian is I'm going to be visualizing him talking to his mom a lot. That's what I'm going to do soon. And I'm going to hear him say things like, I don't care. I don't fucking care. I love her. And it doesn't even seem that far-fetched for me because when I was there, he literally told me, she said, if you come over again, I'm going to be homeless with you, Jenna. That's why we couldn't be together. I chose my house over you, and I regret it. And then he said that she doesn't want me there, and that what was I going to say? That she said that if somebody wanted to come over and pay half the rent, they were allowed to stay. But when she found out it was me that it would be, she was like, oh hell no, never mind. I don't want that then. No, I meant a different roommate. I meant anybody but her. Circumstances don't matter though, girl. I'm gonna prove it to you. I'm going to, you guys, because I love Sebastian that much. I love him. So, circumstances don't matter. I don't give a shit who you are. You're not God of my reality. I'm God of my reality. So, circumstances do not matter. If you claim that they have changed, they have changed. You have to believe that, okay? I even deleted him out of my phone too, so his number and his name is out of my phone. So I don't even have a way of contacting him. He'd have to contact me ever. If it were going to work, he'd have to contact me. Hi, WDH. Well, he's 18, mature. He's not abusing you and knows what he wants, so take it slow. Aunt Esther, she fucking gets it. She is kind of a manifesting monster. Let me guess. You've manifested everything you want in your life, girl. With that attitude right there. Yeah. Chances are you get everything you want. Because you just spoke to the universe like you are that boss bitch, okay? He's 18, he's mature, he's not abusing you, and he knows what he wants. Yeah, and then he said, if she kicks me out on the street, well, I guess I'm struggling with you then, huh, Jenna? But technically at that point when he said it, he still had a job. He lost his job like the next day. So the universe is like, bet. Bet. Are you going to really choose love? Are you really? Because what if it's literally under a bridge that you two love each other? Are you willing? Could you? Oh yeah. Easy. I have my imagination, and my imagination is God. So I have God. If you have God now and you can consciously manifest with your imagination, nothing is off limits. I plant seeds like that. That's awesome. Yes, God is in us. Exactly. God is our imagination. Mm-hmm. How old is his mom? I don't know. I think she's like 47 or I'm not sure. Something like that. 45 maybe. Cougar is 60 and up. Is it? Like 50s or 60s. Okay. Makes me feel a little bit better, but people have still used the word cougar with me. And that really triggered me when I first was like, so he's 18 and I'm 35. I knew some people would have a problem with it. I didn't think everybody would be like, oh my God, what a pedophile. You're such a groomer. What a pedo. I'm like, dude, I didn't even meet him until he was 18. I didn't meet him before he was an adult. Seriously, I swear to God. So it's like, I don't even know what they're talking about. But yeah, I just had to kind of go through that battle. And now we're going through this one. I really do want him. I really do love him. Ladies, we're going to see. We're going to see how this works. I've never successfully manifested this great of a change in a man before. Like, to go from where it is right now to where I want it and where I see it at, like, I've never successfully done that before, and I'm going to do it, like, right now. Live time. You're going to be here for it, for all of it. We're going to go from, holy shit, it was that bad, to, oh my God, he treats her like a goddess. Right. Right. Yes. And we're going to do it all with my imagination. Period. That's it. End of story. Especially now because I'm talking about it and I'm actually realizing, like, holy shit, I kind of do want him. Yeah, he was a douchebag. Oh, yeah. Left me to my own devices at midnight in the fucking desert. Oh, yeah. What a douche. But there's also a version of him that is so much better than that. And all I have to do is just keep affirming that he's there. You know what I mean? Pen to paper, get it done. Planting seeds. I want one. Girl, I want whatever you're selling. Because you seem to know your shit. I like you. Want love. Writing it out. Exactly. I think I might do that. It's the start of new adventures. You have beautiful eyes. Pride of London, thank you so much. I planted a seed last night. I better not get a call in 9 months. I get it in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You probably get a few calls in 9 months. With the amount of getting it in, I'm sure you're getting. That's good. You are listening to the universe. Yes, yes. If the universe says, honey, this isn't right now. Right person, wrong time. Get the fuck out. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I don't do abuse. I don't condone that. I put my money where my mouth is, ladies. I have an Airbnb that I'm paying for, and if I run out of funds and I can't stay here, I'll go to a shelter. Either way, I will not be abused by a man ever again. Fucking facts. I will be manifesting a version of a man who takes care of me, he provides for me, he protects me, he wants me, he trusts me. That's like the biggest thing, man. He started not trusting me at the end. Once his mom found out I was there, he told her, he's like, Mom, she stayed for a couple nights. She's going to be staying a few more nights. And she's also going to stay because she's going to pay half rent. She's going to pay rent. She wants to stay here as a rooming situation. Because his mom had said that he can have anybody stay as long as they pay half the rent, because he was struggling a little bit to keep up with the rent. It's pretty expensive. And I thought, dude, it's still cheaper than Airbnb. Like, bro, it is so much cheaper. I was like, yes, please. Oh my God, take my money. I'll do it in a heartbeat. So he calls his mom and he's like, all right, Mom, your house, your rules, I get it. But she's offering to pay half the rent. Jenna came back. She's been here a couple days. She's gonna pay rent and stay. Oh, hell no, she isn't. Not that girl. Anybody but her. No. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no, she is not. Over my dead body. I couldn't. I was like, my God. I don't even understand. What? Universe, what is it? So yeah, I after that situation, in like 1 hour, he just turned, man. Dude, it was insane. Dude went Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. He started like, I love her, Jenna. She's my mom. I got to do this. I can't have you here. And it's you I don't trust. It's her. I trust her. She's my mom. And you're the one that shouldn't be trusted. He just like fucking turned, bro. That was it for me. I was like, you know what? I'm a bounce. And don't talk to me ever again. Have a good one. But if I manifest his best, highest version, and that version calls me, so be it. If it doesn't call me, so be it. I'll find another man. I don't care. Girl, I could have another him in a minute. No abuse ever. Yeah, why? Where do you live? I live in Arizona. That's wild. I feel special when I see WDH in the chat. I'm not going to lie. I don't know what it stands for. WDH? Mm-hmm. Hi, Matt. Thank you. I need that motivation. Yeah, you're awesome. I really love having you in here. You must be like an amazing manifestation. You know, something, because when you said pen to paper, I'm like, oh yes, I have this huge ass new notebook that I want to break in, and I got like a pen that I love. I want to, oh yeah, go to town. But guys, that's it. Like, we really have to start convincing our subconscious, like, change our assumption of these people. Pull your energy back, girl. Give it to you. Don't give it to them and their douchebaggery self. That douchebag version of him, may he rot in hell for eternity. I'm not here for that version. I'm here for his highest self. I'm here for El Cristo, the Christ itself within him, his higher self. That's the one I'm here for. So going forward, that's all I'm going to get. Period. Facts. Because I say so. And this is where we claim it, ladies. This is where we claim it. A lot of you with these romantic partners, bro, they have told you, on one hand, they say, oh my God, I love you so much. I can't wait to be with you. And in the next breath, they say, I hate you. Don't ever call me again. Dude, the same man said two different things. One of which is a lie. Which one is a lie? Most of you think it's the version about loving you. How sad. You think that's the lie? So you think them telling you, fuck off, don't call me again, that's the truth? They said both. You're the one feeding into each reality. Which one do you want to feed into? Same man, two different sentences. You're the one that breathes life into it. So honestly, either you get your mans or you don't get your mans. I can't help it. I'm going to get mine. Yeah, I'm getting my man. Bet. Challenge accepted. Bitch, 8 billion people on the planet may hate us together. And I'm like, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. If I want it, I get it. Facts. I'm a master manifester, and so are you, ladies. We're going to get exactly what we want, all right? Nice smile. Thank you so much, guys. I love you. I'm going to go inside, drink some clean water, meditate, do some scripting. Guys, do some scripting with me today. Script in your journals, okay? All right, I love you. I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye, guys.